Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Disney Dungeons and Dragons! Yeah! We are officially streaming. I am your Dungeon Master, August Schmid, and with me, as always, is the Order of the Imagineers. Say hello, everybody!
I'm too sad!
Oh, glad that we're officially on the stream. Welcome back, of course, one of our players after surgery. We're glad you're here and healthy.
Thank you!
As one of our players will be showing up here momentarily.
Studio audience!
Studio audience. As we all met last time, the world is in peril. Nations have been openly attacked by the dragons. Hades is making his moves. After a war council with General Shang, incredible insights from everyone, not only learning that he is targeting vulnerable nations, ones without their leaders, ones that also have personal vendetta, unfortunately, to you all, right? Like, places that would mean something to you. In all this, learning that nations such as Neverland and France might be in trouble, you have also learned a chilling fact. Dumbo, when going and finding on a secret stealth mission, you thought, to get some of the needed components, some of these base first things you could get for killing a god, something followed you to the hospital they were located at. Through some good insight, though, everything realizing it was not the lair that it did follow you. There's no way it could have naturally been there and prepped the way it did. Finding something, throwing a spell at you, again, this paying off. Dumbo, it was, for you, sneaking out quickly, this thing fled. You got out fast after getting the needed medicine. This thing did not follow you. Again, like checking as you went back, but very shaken up as you all saw Dumbo returning. The last thing you all realized, Hades may be now officially targeting you. He's not waiting for you to come to him. As you were all then with Shang, getting then Scott, your unicorn, Merida and Andrew helping, also bringing in Scott and Angus. You see, they were like kind of helping pack up everything. As you all joined into the circle. All of you, including the animals perfectly, it all worked out really well, so to speak. You all were able to be teleported using the magical medium of music.
Yeah,
Louis blowing into the horn as everyone surrounding you, everyone just like, hands on the shoulders. Vroom, 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 vroom. You all appear blinking. You're good. In this room that you see, room.
Yes!
All of you appear splashing into the swamp and water, and that like layer of film of that like mossy bacteria on top. You are all in the bayou. Louis, it feels great. And Rapunzel, you feel everything underneath your toes.
I'm climbing a tree.
The water's not deep here. It's only like 4 feet.
Like
all of you are technically fine.
I'm 5'2".
Yes, Rapunzel, head above water, but like deep in. For Louis, this is like shin high, feeling great. Dumbo as well when he's here. It's that like pretty good place to be. All of you are looking around this swamp. Evening has been approaching. Or excuse me. This is the new day. The fireflies have just headed off to bed as the dawn breaks through the lovely bayou.
By the way, I'm good on sanity.
You're good on sanity? Excellent. All of you see, again, Louis, fresh, beautiful water and dirt through your nostrils.
Oh, Louis.
It feels wonderful.
So happy. I know.
Being back up, because it's been a couple weeks away from the bayou. I mean, you went up to China one of the first times you ever really left.
All of my friends were going.
Yeah, I know. And knowing that your friends are being helped by officials there to slowly start getting them back home, and and being healed, of course, some of them having sustained injury, but all of them are alive. I think that's the important thing here. Mm-hmm. Seeing, of course, about a quarter mile away, you guys see the wooden docks of what seems to be a city, all raised above the bayou. Again, the bayou basically in the sea level. This, though, entire city raised upon wooden board plank is a lovely city. quite as large, actually, I would say, as Sumani. Maybe not as large as China, but with the boardwalk, with everything, you are seeing peoples and humanoids and creatures of all shapes and sizes. Not only animalistic, but also elf, orc, humanoid, dwarf, halfling, and every race in between. As you are all in the water in this morning, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, what would you all like to do?
Divine sense.
Divine sense. Nothing fiend, undead, or celestial around you. As you are all in the water, you see, like, every so often, like, bugs land on the water, a snake slithers past, frogs swim across, and it's very serene and peaceful in the swamp. In this bayou, the lovely nature and humanity have made this wonderful symbiotic mesh of life and happiness. What else would people like to do while we're here? So, quick divine sense, of course, as we appear, Dumbo, you are good.
Perfect. Hey, Louis, do you have any idea where the demon lord might have made his lair?
No, but in the dream he was here.
Dream was here. Like, this is where the dream began.
Yes.
I will say, Louis, no check needed. It's not been long enough for this dream. In the dream, he was like, there was voices coming like out of the deeper bayou, but it was like,
Okay.
it's also that like, but where, like, yeah, it's just coming from there. It doesn't really help.
What,
And it's
what
like,
else is about it?
like, thanks for the dream, but what does it mean? Like, kind of like, but yeah, but Louis, you know the swamps very well. The city you have all arrived in is actually about to be named, is one of the new things that's going to go down here soon. Lou, you've heard about this because, again, some of your friends live here. You know, one of your good friends, Tiana, actually, she has been a huge component in getting on the Council of Princess, being an advocate for the Bayou, you know, claiming it as this home, this country, like how we are all one peoples, that we can have democratic, you know, elected, that she's this princess merely because, again,
Small business owner, council member. What can't she do?
What can't she do,
What
honestly?
can't she
Like,
do?
honestly.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Because, like, Prince Naveen, he actually, originally from Maldonia, you know, he is a sea elf by birth, but he came to the Bayou when he fell in love with Tiana through, again, a lot of craziness, but founded this city, you know, really helped in creating, and she's this huge advocate for, like, we are all peoples here. We deserve to have the same, you know, the rights and rule that most other countries get. Why can't we have this wonderful world be ordained a country? Like, you know, there's so many places smaller than us that are kingdoms. Like, why can't we have our own elected officials? And most people, even beyond the, like, you know, the royal line coming in with Tiana's, you know, marriage to Naveen, have considered Tiana as this ruler here, as this, like, you are of the people, for the people, having spent that time as a frog. It is a wonderful place to be for any persons, and Tiana's really worked hard to make it so.
Hey!
Welcome.
What a welcome.
Look at that!
Tiny bitties! I mean, Twitch, don't fan us,
Itty Bitty
please.
Committee.
Itty bitty to the community! Thank you.
Don't copyright strike us, Twitch. It's a surgery, and it's a legitimate thing.
Thank you. I am honored for you to finally accept my application.
Application.
I unfortunately had to put it through the shredder a couple times, but not anymore.
Oh, quickly, Filian. Right now, you have received a new member of the party, Louis the alligator.
Oh, that's right. You haven't been here like forever.
Louis has offered,
We've done a little bit, yeah.
a little bit,
Yeah.
a little bit.
I don't
But
think
it's-
Merida's met
But
me
of course,
yet.
through dream and inspiration and just that natural insight of knowing there's possibly one of these demon lords hiding in the bayou.
That's good. Sorry.
You're good. So Merida, you know, you and Andrew, for the last mission, you guys played a lot of that, like, scout stealth, you know, picking up, again, a lot of those good weapons, helping people out, but you weren't, like, the main, because it's that, like, if things go wrong, we're the way out. when the party came out of the circus tent, they all looked bad. It's not like, well, we got out, but oof, at what cost? Demon Lord, thankfully, he's down, but man, was it tough. What you guys learned from General Shang, again, this being from China, he kind of filled you in. Hades has started attacking major countries. First being Agrabah and Corona, as well as the Dwarven nations. While not officially the Dizanian, the Dwarves have taken more of a politically separate stance of like, we are willing to do trade and things, but like we are our own persons and people. That kingdom was attacked as well. So right now, Arthur, you know, in messaging with you all, has started informing you that the world is getting tough. That, you know, timetables are getting moved forward in a bad rate. And so Louis has teleported you all to the Bayou in this brand new search. Appearing in the swamp water, I will say, you and Andrew are fine. You are on Angus, who is this much larger, even in terms of, you know, equine creatures. Pegasi are a little bit larger even than a unicorn, and so it's that. And you know, Angus is Angus. Look at that boy; he's a big boy. So Angus is able to stand in like 4 feet of water, and you and Andrew, like just barely the bottoms of the boots are hitting it. And again, just appeared. So right now it is kind of this open party of. Louis knows the swamps better than anyone, but it's where do we want to start looking? There is the city about a quarter-mile away of this new city. It's about to be freshly named here soon by Princess Tiana of the Bayou to start officially legitimizing the Bayou's claim to be a nation. There's so many people here, it deserves to have the same rights, the same like governmental help really from Agency as most of the other nations. There's so many smaller. So right now, everyone is here. Dumbo, you have just done your divine sense of like, let's see, there's nothing celestial, undead, or fiendish within the 60 feet of you in the swamp. Because right now it is snake, mosquito, little things. Right now as you're all in the swamp, oh wait, and you guys are in the swamp.
So fun.
Let me get my swamp water in here.
Swamp.
You know, I don't think that part's necessary.
Oh, it's totally necessary.
Flipping bacon.
So there's a lot to go through right now. What would people like to start doing? Because there's a lot of options.
I want to climb a tree.
Rapunzel being, you know, very small, and the water comes right up to your chin.
probably getting so good.
Oh, yeah! Oh. Rapunzel immediately.
It's magical hair.
You-
It doesn't get dirty.
You shimmy over to a tree,
It's not magical anymore.
scoot up.
No, it is magical. Remember?
It
it's
is
really
technically
invulnerable.
magical because while no longer celestial, swords and knives aren't cutting this thing. Like,
And it can't burn either.
so, do
At
that.
least, I haven't tried it for an extended
Traditional
amount of
fire.
time.
As
She
that
hasn't set her
would
head on
that
fire,
might
is what
be
she's saying.
I tried to.
foolhardy. So all of you have these. So yes, Rapunzel, you can definitely just climb a tree.
Okay.
It says as you go, Rapunzel climbs the tree. Flynn kind of like wades over just to like, you know, be under the tree, just kind of like looking at you. And yeah, Peter, the bottom like maybe shin your armors in again as you're
Yeah.
on Scott. Just easy because you
Oh,
don't
that's
know
gonna
where
be
you're gonna.
Nasty trying to clean your armor, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're cleaning all that out of a white unicorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott the unicorn is not pleased right now with
Yeah.
his station. Angus, this giant black, you know, horse, just like super chill.
He's from
Scott's
Scotland.
like,
He's like,
oh
he
ew,
notices
gosh, I'm gonna look green on my
Oh my
legs
gosh,
for the next
this is
week.
so disgusting.
right?
I can't even with you right now.
Scott's a
It's gotta be
diva.
a flamboyant.
Yeah, Scott's a diva. Oh, it's a unicorn.
unicorn.
He's a
He's a
unicorn.
Alrighty.
My boy's a unicorn.
Yes.
So yes,
Ossify that
anything else though? While you guys are here, Mech.
Can I roll like an investigation check to look for like clues as to where the demon lord might be camping
Go
out?
for it. Make that investigation
Yeah,
check.
that's a
Start
good
looking for
idea.
clues.
Smart.
So.
Oh, it fell.
It did.
It fell. I'm taking it.
Yep.
Okay. 28.
28?
I rolled a natural 19 plus 9.
Woo!
Meg.
You know right where the demon lord is.
Behind you now.
For like 3 years.
Here's what I'll say. Meg, you start looking around. Because again, it's like, if there's a demon lord, you notice something that not many do. say this, because while animal life is common, you're noticing that most animal life is moving in one direction. On a 28, beating my DC 27, because again, like,
Wow.
it's a swamp. This isn't like your normal tracking.
Yeah.
Louis, you're going to start having advantage when you go through, because you know the swamp. But it is still tough to, like, track.
Cut one, pass it down.
Meg, you notice something you can share with the party. Like, when the snake swims through the water, when a frog swims by, when even birds in the sky or bugs are all moving one direction, which is east.
Thank you. As in they're like fleeing something, and we probably want to check out the other direction.
Possibly.
Because I mean, the other
Someone hand me a
explanation would be like, oh, they're like being drawn towards something, but I feel it's more like they're being scared away.
The multitasking.
I will say, because the city you guys are near, this
Yeah.
brand new, this newer city rising on the docks, you know, it's about like 30-ish years old. The city is a bit northward of where you guys are now, like geographically, and so all the animals are moving east, not towards the city, not away from the city, but like just like that way, Meg. Sorry, I didn't mean to cover the camera. So, just saw my hand like
I
completely.
mean, my assumption would be that something is driving them away,
Yeah.
so I would
My
check
friends
out
are
the
usually
ones.
Can I look at a
coordinated.
snake and roll insight?
Sure, yeah.
Insight on a
How freaked out is this snake?
Yeah.
Is this snaky boy feeling bad? Is he
24.
24? Dumbo, on a very natural, again, being a Loxodon, you know, very much more in tune with animals, you know, because you are separate race. There's a difference between what we would call like intelligent animals and just normal animals.
Yeah.
But even the snake you see is moving with a purpose, not in like jubilation, but in this like intense, just like need to move. It's this very innate thing. Like animals actually have that much better sense than most humanoid creatures, like elf, human, orc wouldn't. In that, like, there is a way we should do things, and boy howdy, we gotta move. And so, Dumbo, you're starting to see this too of like, yeah, this snake does not want to be west for some reason.
Who's
There
this
you go.
for?
Easy.
Is this for you?
Nope. Load me up with the.
Oh, I didn't understand. Okay.
Load the
Say
chips.
when.
Yeah. Yeah.
And good.
And good. So, if you guys would like, you do have a heading, and would you guys like to head off?
You have our headache.
Yeah.
Can I try something?
Yeah, would you like
Can
to
I
try?
let out? How long is my braid right now?
Your braid right now,
Only
I
about
will
as
say
long as
it's
I am?
enough off the ground because again, you don't want getting caught.
Can I let out just the very bottom portion? Can I run on the water and can Flint jet ski? Like water ski, I mean. Do it.
I want you, Rapunzel, to give me a survival check
Not acrobatics.
to find wooden planks that could be used as jet skis.
No,
And
you
then
can actually do it without any planks.
You can.
Flynn is not dexterous enough to do it with his feet.
Oh come on, Flynn, you're a rogue.
Oh yeah, he's a rogue.
If
the
you
dude's
want, Scott's
not
big
gonna
enough,
be.
you could ride.
Can he help me look for planks?
No.
Okay.
He's kind of just like
Nice.
awkwardly floating in the water. Just like,
7.
7.
Lonnie, if you want, you could just ride behind me on Scott.
I can
Keep your hair
run
out of
on
the
water.
water.
That's not a problem.
She can run.
fair.
It's
I
more
would
to
say
see.
for Flynn.
I'm gonna say this. You find what looks to be wooden planks. You guys see like Flynn like strap these with vines to his feet. Rapunzel, you take off, running across the water again with your innate magic of a mug and being able to just move fast enough. You take off, and all of you watch. Boom! Face planting hard in, taking damage as he just body slams into swamp water. As the wood planks just crack under his feet immediately. Flynn sputters out
It's
of.
like when you fall into Utah Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Flynn just like. My mouth, my mouth, my mouth, my mouth. I'm gonna walk. I'll walk. I'll swim. Whatever. As Louis, you know this better than anyone. The water does like come and go, right? It's not always like this deep,
Level.
you know.
So sometimes it gets
It's a-
deeper.
Sometimes it gets deeper. Sometimes it's
Yeah,
like
I'll
land,
run.
right? That's swamps, really. Especially again, being this close to the sea level. Oh, the map's not up there. Why did I just gesture that? For those at home, you can see the bayou. It's really that like
So
right
it's
at the sea level,
salty.
salty,
Swamp
gross
water.
swamp water.
Oh, that's so nasty.
With a bunch of algae, moss, and bugs. And
I-
Flynn is not looking great. My boy is not happy.
Alligator or
Technically, Lou is an alligator.
Yep.
He's a gator.
Alligators are native to the bayou.
Not the gator.
You would find crocodiles more towards areas of like small swamps or things around like
Florida,
China,
obviously.
towards like
So,
the northern parts. That's the difference between alligators and
Now,
crocodiles.
You know when
swamps
in
Florida are
Monsters Inc.
freshwater. Alligators can't
When
swim.
he gets banished
It's swamp.
to like that southern
says
place.
it's
It's a
where like,
saltwater
"There's
bayou.
There's a gator. there."
Alligators do
Is
well in
that here?
saltwater because it's a magical world. Crocodiles are the ones that need the fresh waters closer to China
No,
in
that
those
scene-
smaller
That
swamps.
scene that Taylor house was
It's a fun little
For
swamp
sure.
because when I made this world, I was like, oh, that wouldn't work because if Louis needs to be in the bayou, Louis would die.
Mama, there's a gator.
So
Diana, give me that shove.
that's how you know this is a magic world.
Yep.
Crocodiles are the weird ones now. No.
Weirdest.
You guys, as you head through the swamp, is there other things you want to start doing?
Well,
there?
if the animals are going that way, should we be going
Yeah,
that
that-
way?
Yeah.
Yes.
What did you
Awesome. Here's what I will say. Louis, you can take point. This is going to start being, I always love these, are group checks. This is a group survival. It is just a base survival because this is D&Ding through an environment. This is kind of one of those crazy things. Right, you're the only one that does it because you're not
Which
here yet.
sucks because I am proficient and very good at
Oh,
survival.
yeah. So we banished Raya.
I got a
We
14.
think Raya just
Yeah.
dissolved into light, and everyone's like, well, we know she's not dead, but we don't know where Raya went. We're just hoping she turns up.
They technically killed off the gay person, but they also didn't.
Well, it's not a crime.
There was a shadowy, evil version of Thumbelina. And so we all just went, I don't believe in fairies.
And-
we all started chanting it. And then Ryan went,
Well,
guys,
Dumbo didn't.
guys, I'm
I
gay.
said I don't
Guys.
believe in
Alright.
dark fairies, but
Here we go.
whatever. I thought
For
we
the
could
group,
use
we're
dark
gonna
fairies.
start. Let me know. Just kind of like raise your hand once you've made your check. I'll take it in like a
Survival
range,
check?
a survival-based check.
We don't know lose.
2K. You've got almost party. We'll just get a couple more.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
for sure.
Do you need a dice tray? I have
You want
dice trays in
some-
my bag.
You can just borrow my tray for now, or
Shelby, if you want to grab the bag, my backpack, or it's the black one over there by my shoes. Inside.
I think you've got pretty good survival, Merida.
I don't have good survival skills.
Ah, never mind.
You've got a +9 to survival.
I do.
Louis, home turf, and you have advantage.
So you
Keep
roll
them up.
twice?
So you get to roll twice. Take the better number.
Sorry.
17.
Oh, you got it right.
Yeah,
Oh.
thank you.
Already. Okay.
17 again.
So
So
26.
26.
Oh my gosh. Okay. But we'll get to everyone. What'd you get?
That was a natural 2, so a 3.
Not great. I'll help make Flynn's. Okay, it's not bad. Andrew. Oh, that's terrible. Well, I mean, to be fair, you guys are on Angus, and so it's like most of survival is also coming from people who have to be like in the swamp.
Cups are actually
Um,
for you.
Go ahead. Please raise your hand if you got at least up to a 5. Meg, did you get at least up to a 5?
I got a 7.
7, thank you. Who got up to a 10? Okay.
And then,
Who got up to a 15?
I got 14.
14, okay. So we had at least 4. And who got up to a 20? What? 2. And you, did either of you get, well, I know you got above a 25. Did you get above a 25?
I got 21.
Ooh, 21, pretty good. It is slower going, but it is not impossible, thankfully. Again, Louis, you know the better paths to take that will lead you more out of water towards drier ground, and all of you can immediately, like, brush off, quick clean, because it's obviously going to be faster to be on dry land than wet.
Can I
Yes,
encourage
Deborah.
you to clean people?
Very random question I forgot to ask before we did that check. Did that rely on smell at all?
No, that's a good thing to ask. So, yes, especially, people, and mostly your smell checks are always advantage. Louis, you are just have the advantage because this is your hometown. Or home
You can just leave it out.
turf. Yeah, there.
Forgot to check.
Yeah. But thank you for that. Yes, this is more, again, making your way through, making sure you don't sink in the mud, making sure you don't aggro anything unpleasant deeper in the swamp, because you never know what magical creatures live here. Swamps are a crazy places to go. As you all move through, though, the day starts going by, and whereas 8 o'clock becomes 9, becomes noon, coming into kind of that, like, mid-afternoon, it feels lovely. Fun fact, again, this is like the second month of the year, about halfway. You have that like nice, like the wind's blowing through the swamp. It's not too warm. The water actually is nice and cool to the touch. And so as you move through the swamp, things feel really nice. Heading through now, as the day wears on, you guys head through. Now keep in mind, the Bayou is a very large place. Eventually, through this first day, we find that as the sun is getting close to setting, you are still deep in the swamp. Louis, you know you're about, bunch of miles in now, just going westward. Haven't even come up to like a fourth of the swamp in terms of just geographical area. But not bad. So here's what I will ask. It does seem like, though, you might need to spend at least, obviously, this first night here. What would be like turn orders for taking watch? There is that, like, the sun is starting to set. Louis, you know, as many friendly people in the swamp, there are things that don't like to be bothered in the night. And if you don't bother them, they don't bother you. And so you could travel in the night. It would save you time. You would cover more ground. But there are higher chances of things finding you. That maybe you don't want to be found. So what would the group like to do? Would it be a let's stop and figure out like a quick night watch order as we all sleep? Or would you like to try pressing through, just knowing there might be things out there?
What do y'all think?
I wouldn't mind some rest.
Yeah,
Yeah, same.
especially if we're about to go up against a demon lord, we don't want to be pushing exhaustion.
No.
That's fair.
Fair.
At least one if one's still following us.
Yeah, because if there was one Dumbo, you had that run-in, and you haven't seen anything yet. Again, with that very high passive, it's you see a lot, nothing crazy yet. Here's what I will say then. You guys definitely then can take watch. Being in an area, this is Dark Forces, one of the few times I get to actually do this. I will need an official list of like how you guys want to take watch.
Middle.
Just because like
Or
things can happen.
Or
Rapunzel will take first.
Magnificent Mansion. We safe
Oh.
above the water.
Yeah?
Could Magnificent
Not
Mansion
a bad
it.
idea.
You want to?
Yeah. Because I teleported, it's a level 8 spot.
Oh, yes. You can do that.
Hey.
Um,
And can I rest in the Magnificent Mansion?
Yes, you
So
can.
then all my slots come back.
Yeah.
This is so happy.
Oh, I forgot you had Magnificent Mansion. Here's what you guys see. As I'll pull out the music for it. It's a character moment. Louis.
I need reservation.
What will I give you? Let's do this.
Yes.
All of you are sitting there like starting to like, okay, I'll take first one. I can take it. All of you here whistling through the swamp. This music started playing. This like drum. As you all turn, you see Louis full horn. As it plays through, you guys watch as the music shapes into being. Vine and wood and water twist and move as appearing in the swamp, the coolest treehouse you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, yes!
Like vine and tree have molded over the water in that beautiful little overhanging arch, wooden
This
step and
is
vine
dope.
folding upwards into this extra dimensional mansion. It looks small at first. But of course, as you all walk forward, it's bigger on the inside. I can only say that a few times. Don't copyright strike? I don't know. Is that copyright?
I don't
Probably.
think so.
Otherwise,
The
smaller on the
super
outside
lucky
would
also
also
be
be
copyrighted.
Here's what's
copyrighted.
fun. Inside, if you've ever been down south, it's got the rugs. It's got that lovely
Oh, yeah.
incense haze. You smell like that. Oh, is someone cooking or did they just cook? Like, it's that lovely warm home smell. You can create any floor plan you want, actually, Louis.
I'm gonna leave that to the end because you're painting a great picture.
All right. there are rooms enough for everyone. Everyone can have your own personal room. For those with equine, like Scott and Angus, there's like a little stable for like more like animalistic companions. There's a combination of beds and hammocks and pillows. Because, like, not everyone wants your classic bed. Sometimes it's hanging. Sometimes it's just finding a nice place that's, like, cushiony on the ground. It's whatever best fits your characters, really. Louis, you bring this wonderful mansion into life. As you all sit here, the sunset, the fireflies outside just start that gentle glow, twinkling like stars on the water. And you all can take a long rest.
Sweet.
Yes.
I didn't know that Louis had magnificent mansion.
Too
Oh, come on.
Too late. Wait,
No,
which
I
one?
already
Oh,
gave up my
wait,
ability
let me
to
see,
learn
let me see
other
it, let me
things,
see
so
it.
that's why I'm
Is it
asking
the-
that instead.
Is it that one?
Because if Louis has
maybe.
magnificent mansion, I just wasted my
Oh,
ability
but
to learn.
it's
boy,
but that's
I
not
know.
sorcery.
I know,
we
but
talked-
Those
I
things are
gave
gonna
up
be
my
there for a week.
ability to learn.
I
And they're just
know,
gonna come back
because
tomorrow.
okay.
No.
Let me think
Where are
about
you
it.
at? I'm not telling
We're
you.
we're not sure what she's. Here we go. Right?
But basically, I gave up the ability to learn a high level spell in order to learn something off of my
She
spells.
didn't know that. And, so,
I was also.
and I kind of forgot too. That you had that. I'll think about it. I think that might work. The
Can I-
night. Yes.
I was gonna ask if I could do a thing during the night.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so remember that time when I it was just a couple sessions ago because I slept halfway and then dreamed Dumbo and then I slept again to get all my spell slots back.
Yes.
I
Like
want
a
to
half
do that
sleep.
and I want to see if I can get Rapunzel's mom.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, Meg!
You wanna do
Sorry,
that?
I will not
And
react.
hopefully she's alive and asleep.
Yeah, don't tell me that you're doing this.
I'm not telling you that I'm doing it. Unless I get proof of life, you're hearing nothing.
Thank
you
you.
can do that. It's that very classic. You still get a short rest, so you won't suffer exhaustion. You'll just be really
I
tired.
get, basically 2 short rests.
You can't do it 2
Like,
nights in
wake
a
up.
row, but it's like you get your spell slots back. I mean, and you haven't
I'm
had
not missing
like.
any health, yeah.
So it is a clever trade-off.
You are so cool, Megan.
Meg, you reach out
Mm-hmm.
to the Queen of Corona.
That was like a representation of my adult. Thank you.
Let me just make sure. Pull up some notes here.
I'm sorry, he keeps falling. It's okay.
You remember Queen Ariana, Rapunzel's mother, uncannily, like, man, that's definitely her mom. Like, the eyes, the, like, facial features. It's just she was a brunette. It was that weird, like, oh, who are you? I will say that Rapunzel got a lot of, like, her father's, like, strength. Kind of that build. King Frederick, actually, in this role, he's not, like, huge or muscly. He's very, like, wiry and athletic. And so that's kind of what you get from your dad. You reach out to Queen Ariana. As Dream, you cast it, it takes hold. Because you see yourself in a vast, fiery hellscape of a dream.
Oh my gosh.
You see Coronans jumping into the water ablaze. You turn and see all this, and you see Queen Ariana holding Rapunzel with her being dead, and Ariana, full nightmare is what you can tell you've just kind of walked into.
I'm gonna go tap her on the shoulder and say, I need to find a new way of contacting people because this is getting depressing.
Turns out you take 1 point of psychic damage
What?
and she smacks you.
Oh, okay, that was nice.
Ariana is cool.
You see, but yeah, she was not expecting someone in her nightmare to
That's
be
fair.
sentient. I don't think anyone would. So she lashes back just a little bit, but Meg,
Yeah, sorry for startling you.
what?
I am using magic to contact you right now. I'm with Rapunzel. She's safe. We heard about Corona though, so I wanted to see who survived
Yes.
and where you guys might be.
Yes, Megra, thank you for reaching out.
Of course.
Frederick and I escaped through the
Good.
sewers of Corona. Many of the kingdom did not. We survived. We are currently trying to make it to Magencio with one. What was his name? The half orc, Lance.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, he's helping us. We are reaching there. The road is filled with dragons, and we have been having a rough time traveling, but we are alive, and Rapunzel's alive is what we needed to know.
Yes.
Thank you, Megara. You've done great service for the Kingdom of Corona.
You are welcome. Tell me if there's anything you need, anyone you want me to contact.
No, we will be fine. We will make it to Magencia. Most refugees are heading there right now.
Alright, good luck.
Thank you. You as well. The dream ends, shifts, and fades. You all awaken the next morning. Meg, having done this in the night, do you want to long rest to get that 1 point back? Yeah, for the.
I mean, I may as well rest.
Cool. Well, I mean, yeah, but it's like if you want to use a hit dice, it was just 1 hit point.
I'm not gonna use a hit die for 1 hit point.
That could be life or death. You never know.
I'm at
I mean, it was for them,
133.
though.
I'm not scared.
And what if I do 34 hit points, putting me just below 100?
Then I
and then-
bonus action heal myself.
But I got a legendary power to kill you. That's see, like I'm just saying, you gotta
I'm
be
not using a hit die.
paranoid.
Thank you
Okay.
for the warning.
I want to
No.
remind you
Sanity
I'm a
that
horrible
is your
person.
real life life.
Yeah, I know. That is my real life wife. IRL. You guys awaken in this mansion again, feeling very well rested. It was a good night with the mansion. It really prevents anything from like hurting you or causing you harm. As you all
Did you get
awaken,
my message earlier?
It's
not super important.
maybe I'm having a hard time with the message. A lot is going through
Fun.
this at once.
He has all the sneaky players. Except Nick. Nick isn't here tonight.
He has all his what?
We got him last night. The sneaky players.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait.
Gotcha.
Cool.
He's gonna pull so much crap.
You guys then will see that I will describe if that's okay.
Yeah.
Coming out of her room, you guys see Rapunzel looks a little different. That she has some sort of flower petal framing around her upper face.
It's not that different. It's just face paint, y'all.
It's just face paint.
Tattoo yourself in the
It's
night.
a part of.
Sleep tattoos.
Love mom.
Try
Stick and poke.
hun, don't stick and poke flower tattoos on your face for your first tattoo.
No.
No,
No.
Rapunzel, this is though your way of showing this mask of this way of Mercy Monk, putting these flower petals. A lot of you who knew, these are tiger lily petals. Around Rapunzel's face.
Somehow you can hear from the ethereal heavens.
As you all awaken, you can get ready. All of you have rations. That's actually something you haven't had to worry about yet in this campaign. You haven't had like anything that ruins your guys' supplies. So go ahead. We'll now make today's round of survival checks in that continuing through the swamp.
Before we leave, could I like pull Rapunzel back into one of our rooms to just like
Thank
privately
you.
tell her what we learned last night?
Yes, like in a quick. Yeah, sorry, I should have said
4 and a
yes.
1. But 13.
I'm going to hug
17,
Meg.
13.
13.
I'm just gonna
13,
stand there
10.
and like neither accept nor reject it.
Oh, we're back in the wilds. I get to make my favorite rolls of all time.
Ooh,
Weather
that's
checks.
actually good.
Ooh. Oh wait, that was a D8. Oh. All right. Please raise your hand. Anyone who got above a 5. Anyone who got above a 10.
Right on 10.
Right on 10. That counts. Above 15. Above a 20.
17.
Ooh. This makes sense. Today, as you guys see, light rain is
Where are we headed?
falling.
Is there a specific place that we're headed?
This is part of the survival. It's starting to look for where the animals coming from, where like other either track or like things that look different. Like Louis, even with your events, you're also looking for like what is different in the swamp. You know a lot of these paths, a lot of these trails, and if things are different, or like why is there giant footprints, or like oh something is broken through here, these are signs, right? But today, light rain trickles and drops. You all awake. It's that lovely thing when you awaken to a light rain on this,
It's like
lovely little
walking.
mansion, hearing it patter across. but starting to trek through, it makes the day much slower. As you guys go through, it is quite, I don't want to say slow going, but not as great as it was, the first day.
I'm going to. Are we on land or are we on water?
Right now, land is for most of this day,
Then
which
I'm
is
gonna go
good.
up to Louis.
Okay.
Is there a specific place that you could name that we're headed to? Because if so, I might be able to help.
If there's like anything in this direction.
Louis, I would like you to give me a history check. So, because you know a lot about the swamp, but it's like places that you could be heading. In the bayou, there's a lot of stuff. Stuff like rises and emerges, buildings or places.
A 5.
Can I help her with the history check? I'll roll for history.
Yes, we'll do. Yes.
I also have very good history,
Ooh.
and Scotland is kind of
Scotland's actually
ish by you.
geographically, you're the
Do you have more
closest
than
kingdom
your
as
plus
most people.
7?
Go ahead and give me a history check. Yeah.
So I got a dirty 20 on my help action.
Dirty, that will
Single
trigger help.
digits.
Here's something I kind of want to start doing for help. To offer help, it's something I'm going to be taking, is you will make a subsequent help check of the same kind. And if you roll high enough, it will offer a help action. But if you don't, it might impose disadvantage.
So
That
Louis, you
was a
get to roll again.
25 on history.
I get to roll again?
Mm-hmm.
25, and you get to roll again.
I
So
forgot.
already we're getting good stuff. This
9!
Louis, it's tough because again, there's a lot of places, and
I tried.
most of the places you're thinking is there's the great under that one
Yes,
log where
yeah,
you can
that
get the
sounds
best
like
fish,
me.
or ooh, that one place the trees kind of make a cool little star pattern on the water.
Yes.
Wait, but that is that where people would hang out? I'm going to give this. So Merida, growing up, you learn a lot. Of course, being a princess, where it's you got to know about other kingdoms and places. In learning about the Bayou, one of the things you learned is the Bayou has been home to kingdoms before, but mostly they have fallen because it's when you put your foundation in mud and water and you're, humanoid persons, not even beast or other magical creatures, your kingdom's probably going to fail. Part of the kingdoms is there's a lot of interesting architecture. Scholars have gone to study this. It's where you can find a lot of these cool civilizations. Some of the stuff that comes to mind is if you're looking for a demon lord who's not native to this world, there is stuff in Scotland that you've heard of old temples or old kingdoms that might exist deeper into the northwest part of the Bayou. So still west where you're going, but it's hey, that makes sense because it's that you could in theory have sailed there from Scotland is one of those. That's why you hear about it. It's one of those old kingdoms up northwest, and you have a pretty good sense of direction then where that would be, knowing. I mean, especially with Angus, you just fly up real quick and go, that way.
Can you give a name to the place? Because if so, I have a spell that we could use to get us there.
Okay, do I know the name
Not
of this
get us there,
temple?
but-
Unfortunately, a lot of these temples were named by scholars, and that would be that's a very high DC because you would have need to been a scholar yes, when I went on that expedition, because those are more think that's graduate level information of oh yeah, most people can learn, especially of being a princess of Scotland, of those
Are you
temples.
sure my mom wouldn't have,
I'll give a luck check. Yeah, your mom's a little intense. No, I'd say it's that there was more internal things you would have learned about.
She would have
Okay.
worried more about me.
Dumbo, yes.
As we're sort of struggling to move through in this rain and people are thinking about these different things, I would like to fly up out of the canopy above everything, and I would like to perceive.
Perceive.
Squeeze the elephant there.
Can I fly up with him on Angus?
Oh yes, both you can. So both you can make that. It's that because then this will also help
Is it
you in figuring out.
perception?
It's a perception, yes.
And I steady eye because steady eye activates really easily. So
Yeah, steady. Because it is. I mean, for both of you, it would be that now that we're up, let's slowly scan, find those landmarks. It's
perception.
yes.
Okay. Oh well, that's
24.
24.
I got
My lowest
15.
possible.
so-
15. Not bad for either of you, because again, Merida, you are able to start seeing that general sense of direction because it's like, okay, now that you're up above, you see then where like some of the like seas come from Scotland into the Bayou, starting to figure out like where that heading would be. Dumbo, in your perception, you're also then more looking for like things on the ground, maybe of like, are there things not only coming at us but in and around. You are starting to see what looks to be like, not like a big path, but some sort of path that leads off into the jungles. Here's what I will say. It's going to help today. It's not going to be great. It'll probably still be then maybe another day's journey. But now the DC has dropped significantly for these survivals because now you guys have a really good heading. More than just like, oh, let's go east. Now you're knowing, I know of these temples. That'd be a great place to go. And I can start seeing some of these like paths now innately through the jungle being above the bayou. So here's what we'll do. Louis, I think because you would just gain access to spell, you would reach Nightfall, then continue. Would you like to do another Magnificent Mansion?
Yeah, because I get a sleep bath though, right?
You do get a sleep bath. It's great.
There you go.
Man, one
It's
day
like,
I'm gonna
oh,
like
a spell
just have a
slot,
bunch of
oh,
like
no,
fighters who
no.
have to sleep outside. I could be like, oh, are you ready for the
You
watch?
just run a non-magical campaign.
I know, but I like
I've done
magic too much. Magic's fun in D&D.
I
I'm
love
sorry.
magic
Can
campaigns
we do How to
sometimes
Train Your
with one
Dragon?
spell.
Oh yeah,
That's
How to
okay.
Train Your Dragon would be much lower. Yeah, man. Cool.
Restricted
Uh,
magic campaign.
You guys, the night settles once more on the bayou. That lovely ink with the fireflies. As you all head to sleep tonight,
Oh no.
we're gonna do some dreams.
Oh,
Dreams.
Let's see. We're gonna want to.
Are you ready to get traumatized?
Some traumatized.
Wamatide.
Louis, we're going to start with you.
And wait, I have a question. In Mordecai's Magnificent Mansion, you can't be attacked by harmful dreams, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. I genuinely mostly targeting for mech. What? I honestly don't think you can because it is a whole nother plane.
It's an extra dimensional dwelling. It says
Yeah.
nothing about dreams.
Damn it!
That's the private sanctum.
There's like
Right,
there are
I did
fun
say
fact
this.
in this like there's also banquets and invisible servants that appear to help like
As if we
serve
feel lucky.
like you guys are getting pampered in this ultimate treehouse. Let me just
We
make
get
that clear.
to clean everything.
Yeah, like every night it's like the okay now let's wash off the mud
Shower.
and the mud. Just take a shower. Yeah, the servants can like fetch
Scott's,
things,
like,
mend
shiny
clothes,
white
pour
now.
wine. Like they can do a lot for you. There's nothing about dreams though in the Magnificent Mansion.
Yeah, I picked the
Um,
wrong time to finally give up trusted
Oh,
attention.
no.
Yeah,
I hadn't
that's
used it
I
for,
think it's
like,
like
2
whoa,
seasons. I was
like
I'm never gonna use it, and now all the muck.
here we go.
Guys,
So
Louis' luxurious
At least we have
loft.
the mansion.
Yes.
Louis'
There we
luxurious
go.
loft.
Yeah.
Let's rename
You
it
gotta
so.
have it alliterate.
And now we go to the dreams. Louis,
Oh, I don't like this music.
I know, I don't either. I'm gonna put
you
music
see
to it.
the fireflies drifting across the water, spinning and swirling to become the stars and the nebulae in the bayou. This far south, lovely. So little light pollution from most major kingdoms, so little just natural human pollution. You watch, though, as the night sky, in that beautiful swirl of blue and purple, takes a swirl of green. And another swirl. Until, as you seem to open, seemingly awake, all around you seems green and gross. You see vines dripping and withering. You watch as the waters swirl and swill with disease and filth. And you see animals rising out of the water, falling from the sky, all dead.
Wow.
As this happens, Louis, go ahead and roll me a perception check if you'd be so kind in your dream.
Do I still get advantage?
No, this is
This
a
is a
dream
dream
perception.
state.
Yeah, it's not technically your real home.
25. 20. Oh, you're right. 23.
23?
23.
It's pretty good.
Percy.
You
Nope,
see
that's his thing. We can't take it.
a
I made him
giant.
sad.
Oh,
I
hang on.
told you.
that has stretched into the water. What you thought was like a giant rock and tree trunk. As it touches the water, swill comes out from it.
A specific tree or all the trees?
It's not a tree anymore. It seems to be a hand stretching into the water. This giant hand up the arm. What you thought was maybe like algae or moss looks to be dried and wet clumped fur.
Oh no.
We're going to move on to someone else.
Oh.
No me gusta.
See? See?
Sí, señora. Okay.
Merida.
Oh.
Have fun. Have
I
fun.
don't think if you're lucky, maybe you'll just be making out with your play toy.
You have an interesting dream because you're not somewhere you remember. This hall seems dark and yet it's like that familiar, but no, I haven't been here. But there's something eerily familiar about this place.
It's about dreaming about your house, but it's not your house.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
oh, I hate this. Why do I feel so off-put? In the darkness, things move and twist. And you see two figures in front of you. One has its back to you. The other facing this, so facing you. As you approach, please give me a perception check.
That was okay. That was a 13.
13. It's not terrible in that, like, you see these figures seem to be humanoid, which is one of those, like, okay, humanoid, and possibly they seem more like masculine presenting of this, like, more like of their builds. Both seem familiar in these dark faces, and you watch as one hand curling around a weapon plunges into the second, the one not facing you. Plunging, you see the sword point come out to the other side. And as you look in that initial shot, the shadows seem to swirl again and immediately fade. That is your whole dream. The dreams from here on, they shift into like your natural, like, of the events of the day, of moving and traveling. But that sticks out as that was not natural.
And I don't recognize either of them.
What I will say is this: you can give me a history check. And this would be like after you wake up of like, what was this? Like, what just happened in my dream? Trying to remember details, I think is the word.
Well, that is a 27.
27.
Dude.
I'm pretty good at history.
Here's what I'll give you. 27 gets high. There was like a still higher DC, but this hit a lot of barriers. Because dreams are hard to just like innately remember. It's like, unless you're someone like Belle the Oracle, it's easy.
Yeah.
Because she has like a plus 30.
She has like
this.
insane stuff.
Oh my gosh.
There is the parts of your dream. The figure that was facing away from you, what you kind of saw, had a crown of some sort. The halls you were in seemed to be those of the Magentian capital. Something that, like, you've been there, but again, place you haven't even been. It's that, like, yeah, the way the arches moved, again, the Magentian style being very what we would think of Gothic of, into those grand arches, grand, stone going through. Seen Magentian, but somewhere even you wouldn't have gone. And so is that a place really in this castle? It's a big one. It's like the size of a kingdom in of itself. But is that just my mind making something? The one thing you don't get is what the figures really looked like. You kind of just saw, again, these figures, one with the knife, one with the crown. Everything else seemed very obscured. With that, we're going to move on to the next dream. Wait, yeah, I can use this die now. Rapunzel.
Oh no.
You see the world. You see a map. And you see Hades beside you. the map seems to grow and shift until you are but a figurine upon the map. And you are placed almost in the middle of the Euro countries. You see the spots on the map of France, of Germany, of Scotland.
Does Hades shrink with me, or did he place me?
Hades is looming over you,
Okay.
and you see choose.
Choose what?
3 options. Don't choose one. I choose them all. France, Germany, or Scotland.
Oh, I don't like that.
It's only fair you lost your home. You should decide where the next orphans come from.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe not Scotland.
August, you are a terrible person.
What were the options?
France,
France,
Germany, and Scotland.
He knows which one I'm gonna pick.
Nothing. Don't repeat that. Don't repeat that. Don't repeat that.
Why do you need me to choose?
Choose.
They do.
I mean, technically not in Disney World. They haven't done that.
Okay, that's true. You're right. You're right. You're right.
No checks, no anything. You have to choose.
August knew what he was doing.
France, Germany, or Scotland. Choose one or I take them all from the face of this earth.
Oh.
Thanks, little sunflower. Your dream
Oh
ends.
my
Did
god.
you not pick one?
No, she did.
I didn't have enough trauma.
Dumbo,
Oh god.
you are in a dark,
England
open
doesn't have
plain.
dental, you could just- Oh, I would have
That wasn't one of the options.
You hear something moving behind you. Boom, move. It is gone. Something out of your eye. Boom, gone. Boom, boom. As you keep looking, your mind is going crazy. Again, you see the figure moving. You know it's there. Your perception is just going wild. Of like, I see it every which way. How is it so fast? Until make me a perception.
Gladly.
Gladly.
Here we go.
I know I'm evil. Thank you.
Woo!
That is a 33.
Yes.
Good job, baby.
A 33. You turn, and for a half a second, you see the figure standing there, daggers raised, and it's yourself.
What?
Whoa.
As you look into your eyes, a flash of truth. That's me. Poof. Your dream ends.
I'm just trying not to think.
Peter!
So I'm
Oh
gonna
boy.
cry.
Is it John?
You feel. Ooh, the buzzing. No, but you do feel that whisper through your spine. Peter. They're going to die. Choose. Serve me, and you shall have them all. Choose wrong, and they leave you. Please give me a religion check, if you'd be so kind.
Right, that is a 24.
You hear roaring behind as the voice seems to trickle back out of your spine in that cold scent. The Warper, you feel something on your shoulder. You turn and it's not there, just that presence. You hear, I apologize for not being here. Others needed me. Trust them. And they will trust you. But your choices are your own. With that, we move to the final drink.
Whew.
Wait, aren't there two more? Because you didn't get one, did you?
Not yet.
I'm not here!
Not
Oh,
yet.
you said
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not here!
Yeah, Rise.
Super, I don't believe in fairies.
Remember when you guys killed her? I'm kidding. You
I
guys did
let
not
you
kill
dissolved
Raya.
into light, and you guys said, well, nothing we can do. Just what?
You're like, oops,
What?
Meg,
killed her.
Well, we'll all just pretend that didn't happen.
you see a horrifying visage. Giant drakes circle in the sky. Fire
I didn't even
burns
hear
through from
the word.
these lizards' mouth. You see
Come on, Miss.
wings beating, wind and fire hot on your face, burning through this. As you look in, these are not random movements, these are circular in an attacking pattern. As these things move, you see a figure amidst the fire. Jump up,
I'm gonna set
one
this
hand
up for
plunges into this creature's belly, rips upward, lands, thuds. The other dragons circle down. Bloody hand rips the sword out back, rips through the stomach, rips through the neck. All that is left is flesh and carnage amidst fire. As you see, coated in blood, eyes burning electric blue, Hercules screaming amidst these bodies of dragons.
Okay, he's boss, but I'm so sorry for him.
As you see, he plunges the sword over and over and over into the already gone corpse of a dragon. And as you see this happen, you hear that, gotta pick more sane ones next time.
Oh!
And all of you wake up. Oh, it's a lovely day.
Divine sense.
You divine sense? Nothing.
I'm just gonna
Perfect.
stay in my room for
Ever.
a while.
Forever.
Yeah, I'm not sure when I'm gonna come out.
All of you are waking up again. With the exception, I think Meredith, you were the only one whose dream kind of then shifted afterwards. All of your dreams did, like, come to the same climax before you woke up of these intense things. And so waking up, it's the morning.
Was that a dolphin noise?
Is there a dolphin in there? The dolphins of Venice. They've
They
returned.
come for us.
No!
Marissa, you got phone now?
Hey, August, I'm just gonna write a note. Germany's been hit. Slide it under my door and stay in my room.
Yes. Let me make sure, but I'm pretty sure yes.
Flynn
Oh.
walks up. All of you guys are waking up. You see Flynn comes to you with a piece of paper. Just holds it up in very harsh new writing. Jermany has been hit. All of you know that's Rapunzel's handwriting, just due to that bad spelling. It's the J is not the G sound, even though the G can be a J sound. English is confusing. Common is confusing.
This might be like a weird history check to make. Was my dream, was that Germany? Could I deduce or history or whatever? Would I even know enough landmarks I might have seen in the background?
Make me a history check. Make me a history check.
Clever thing.
Very
I
clever.
just wasn't sure.
Well, I mean, yeah, when you're like, wait, what was my dream about? Oh, what was that?
Mm-hmm.
What? Huh? What?
What? Huh? That's 15.
15. It could have been,
Not sure.
but it's tough to just infer naturally of maybe. You guys are all very close now to this goal. Again, Meredith, you know by nightfall you'll have reached where you need to go. If pending weather. Interesting.
We woke up again.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
That's a long rest.
okay, we're good. Okay,
Hey.
it was a 5 and a 14 because you gave me advantage. We're good.
You do. Rapunzel, you've been doing much better with your mental health. You're starting to get advantage on these things. You're learning your triggers. You're learning. Yes, no. So that could have been bad.
It would have been appropriate, but no, thank you.
Walking out this morning, I'm so glad. Heavy fog lies over the bayou. Rolling in again. This fog coming in, the sky and sun hit it, and while it burns away this fog, and yet the bayou then kicks up more out of its natural ethereum to make this very heavily obscured setting. Let me change the battle map to reflect that a little bit. Let's go ahead and reset. Fog. Do that. That's your current field of vision. So you guys will start seeing as we zoom out. I might zoom out a little bit for you. It gets kind of obscured. A character who's off screen that I just realized is
Was
also
not off screen?
affecting the dynamic lighting.
Hassan?
We're talking about nothing's over
that
that.
way.
Here's what you guys do know though. Again, it's not. The fog won't affect your survival checks. Like Louis, you'll still have advantage. Actually, I'll say Dumbo and Meredith, you also now have advantage because you know where you're going. It's much helpful. You guys are getting better at where you're going now. So let's do a round of these survival checks as you guys are going through. Because whereas the fog makes it, you know,
got a
a
dirty
butt
20.
to see through, it's still then that rough like, okay, we can still get there.
17. Nice.
All right. Guys,
Am I going crazy? Massages.
did the mimic?
Mimic eat it?
Another one taken to the mimicky couch.
Another one bites the dust.
It
What did you lose?
I don't
dice.
know anything yet.
Oh,
Did it
no.
fall in your shoe? Hold on. I have this fancy little app.
Call Izzy Bryant.
Oh no, her phone.
Hey!
Oh, it's literally right there.
Hey, no, it
Crisis
happens.
averted.
It happens. It happens to me at work all the time. I'll set my phone down like while doing lights, and I'll come back, and it's like, bro.
Where's my phone?
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
oh shit.
It's right here. Shit.
Going through, I'm gonna change music just slightly. The fog swirls around you. Again, keeping now a tighter pattern, as now where still lands is now getting more and more watery as you go through. The swamps around you, shapes seem to move in and out, but even with high perception, you know they're not real. It's just the wind moving, or is it? Yes, that must have just been like tree and vine moving, but what if it wasn't? As you move through the last of the bayou towards your goal, I would love, because this is a natural roll that would have occurred because Meredith and Dumbo, you know, after a while, you are about an hour from like these destinations of like what it could be. Unfortunately, when you get high enough out of the fog level is high enough that it is obscuring then stuff below. So it's that like crap. If there's hidden stuff like temples, things, we still can't see. But as you get about an hour out, I would like everyone to make me a group perception.
Did you want the result for this fight?
No, I already heard enough of the survival.
I also got a dirty 20.
Yeah, I was just, once I heard like 4, I'm like, and we've hit it.
Is this perception check an advantage for Dumbo?
Yes, it will be an advantage for Dumbo because you have that feature to let you stop and really look. Everyone else, it's a flat roll. 28?
Yes.
Good lord.
It's okay, I got a 10. It balances out.
It balances.
I got a 21.
Nice.
10, 21, 28. What'd you get, Dumbo?
32.
32.
Proceed.
18.
Do you want to know what I got?
Raya, you got ethereal mist. As you guys move through,
It's the rune.
what stops you all is a roar. Merida and Rapunzel make me history
Is
checks.
this a friggin' alligator?
Alligators don't roar.
Alligators
Not
don't
is it
roar.
22 again?
22 again.
They really don't make any
History.
I
noise.
don't even really know what alligators sound
I think
like.
they smile.
They roar.
I'm just kidding.
No, they roar. It's kind of terrible.
But never smile at a
Oh,
crocodile.
it's more of a
16.
Depending
16
on-
and
because
Rapunzel,
it
what'd
can
you
make
get?
difference. 22.
22. Not bad. Merida, you've heard that roar before.
No.
Rapunzel,
Is it more
you've
dude?
heard that roar.
Yeah, because I watched their session. Shit.
Reptilian, but this was a long time ago.
Is this the frickin' alligator TikTok rock?
No.
No? Are we actually you in the Bible?
You're having vibes of being somewhere down, dark, and a coliseum. And
Not a Hydra, no!
Merida,
No!
Oh, I just love swamps.
the image on your shield of you with the arrow going around
Yeah.
fighting this Hydra on your... Well, fun fact, on your shield there's 2 twin Hydras that circle around, you know, with you with the bow in the middle. Because the Hydra slaying shield made by your dad.
We need fire, we need fire, we need fire, guys.
You
We need
hear-
fire right now.
This is what stops you. As again, about an hour away from this location, you hear off in the distance that reptilian...
Okay, guys,
I
everyone
see you go
dredge
the other
yourself in the water
direction.
right now. Mask our smell as best as we can. Get filthy, please. Right
Get
now.
We're already filthy.
Yeah.
The fog
Dumbo
doesn't
wallows
help,
in the
unfortunately.
mud.
Fun fact,
Oh, in the mud.
fogs in the bayou, like, it really just kicks up more of that natural bacteria. You guys are very masked right now, unfortunately, just due to the weather.
Dumbo still
Bravery's
wallows.
my whole
Yes.
thing, but I say we just go the other
Let's
direction.
just leave.
Guys, this is a high
Let's leave that for the next party. Bye.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, giving it to both of you, you both got high enough. It's those
Fine.
horrifying
They're like, what,
memories
level
of, like,
five, they'll be
when Hades sent 3 of them after you in
Yeah.
Colosseum.
It was supposed to be 1, and then we did 2 good, so August was like, boom, 2 more.
Alright, yeah, basically. And then you still killed the other 2, Merida. Basically solo, just like, yeet.
Isn't that where I learned how to do the Molotov cocktail?
No, that was
that was
Agrabah.
Agrabah.
When you were a
Remember.
terrorist.
Don't you remember?
I'm not. Were. You're before terrorists.
But here's what I'm saying. This is what you guys get. It
Yeah,
is
your goddess is
about.
report
Sorry. Should reflect the nights, the days growing longer, with the fog. But you can still kind of tell we are about 6 o'clock in the evening. Sun hasn't like officially set, thankfully, but there's still stuff to be found and possibly done if you want. The Hydra is what stops you. What would you guys like to do? So you're about an hour out. If you want to start maybe scouting or even just like hunkering down, what are people's thoughts? We'll kind of start this way, go around.
Hunter's mark, I have to see the animal, right?
Yes, that's the unfortunate. It's got to be within that
Do I
eyesight.
have any, like, nifty tracking? Or since
with
I know
your
the
spells,
beast,
yeah,
would I have any kind of advantages on it?
you.
Because I've
well,
killed hydras before.
You
She's known
have,
as Hydra's Bane.
you have Hydra's Bane.
Yeah, that's
you know,
your title.
yeah.
One of your titles.
When you're,
Hydra's Bane.
it's not
I
saying
remember
people
that,
say to your
but I
face,
don't
but this is like a rumor people have started about you. It's like, yeah, Merida, Hydra's Bane, this princess that like.
Because you got the killing shots
It's
with the Hydra's
a lot of
shots.
the rumors go around that you hunt hydras for fun. It's like, you know, again, rumors get muddled over the years. Just like Meg's known as the Witch of Dizania,
All the
where she
rumors
steals
were started
children
by
and
your
like eats
father.
people.
All of them were started by your
Right.
father.
I love that Meg.
Oh yeah,
Meg is just
yeah.
like,
Oh,
"Hey,
Fergus
I'll
is
go
the
back."
main perpetrator here.
I don't know if
Very
Merida
good
would be both
That's
of
awesome.
necessarily, but I
Interesting.
might,
Yeah, right now, most of your
Got your
spells,
marriage.
you have stuff like the animal friendship, your good berries, your hunter's mark, and pass without a trace, which helps in sneaking, but nothing for like magical tracking right now, just due to your current level. Those come a little later. Yes, Dumbo.
I would like to stealth towards the roar and perceive on the way.
Go for it.
I think
Natural
I'll,
20 with a 36 for stealth.
Oh!
Uy.
Excellent.
I think I'll stealth as well, just to
Mhm.
keep an advantage.
If you want to do your pass without a trace too,
You
that spell
are
will give you
so well
10 to your
hidden.
roll.
People think that you've
Yeah,
left.
Dumbo
left
was
this
just
plane
wallowing in the
existence.
mud and just splashing around pretty quietly for all you can hear, and then after a second you realize there's no
There's no
splashing,
sense. Wait, where'd he
and
go?
there's no ripples, and Dumbo did not come up out of the water.
Oh shoot!
Oh.
Yeah.
As Flynn and Rapunzel kind of like hesitantly like hit the water, like, is he drowning? Or, but no, you have gone off scouting. And Merida, you can scout as well.
Your nose
That
comes up
was-
like a little periscope.
I forgot to ask you, August, did I see you yet?
33. Yeah,
My
you're.
girl.
Maybe
Yours-
Charlie.
Bring your torch.
I jumped in the water. Wait, I can't
It's
swim.
almost as good as mine.
Yeah, Dumbo, this is like your natural element, and Merida, again, boosting your natural hunting spells and everything. You are one with the shadows.
Do you want the perception check now?
Yes, now both of you can roll me perception.
Can I
As
steady
you
eye?
are both well and hidden. Steady eye will help because, again, you just take a minute and like stop, look.
Take
Merida, you're
I
super-
swim in the
It's only
trees.
one turn.
Yeah, yours is more like up high. Because again, you don't want to be on the ground when you're sneaking if things are also on the ground. Like hydras.
Exactly.
25.
25.
That's an 18. So, not fantastic, but.
It's not bad. On an 18, here's what I'll say. Merida, you don't see Dumbo. Dumbo, you don't see Merida. Which is kind of fun. Dumbo,
Sure,
Do we
you
know
gotta
we
say
can?
through stealth.
Oh, that's
you
Sweet
head
decoy.
off and don't find
He
much
doesn't perceive you.
from like your area.
I would say my passive is 29.
Mhm.
If that changes.
Just beat the 33. I mean, you
No, it
both got-
doesn't-
Oh
I-
yeah, no,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But your passive and stuff, because there's stuff you can get passively, but it's when you're making the active
Yes,
perceptions
yes.
of like,
Active
now I
is
need to
25.
look.
Oh, I
look.
feel proud of
Yep.
myself.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got under Dumbo's radar.
Yeah, right. It
Right.
feels good. It feels good. As you guys head through the tree, through the water, after a moment, Merida, you hear something coming kind of from the sound of the Hydra, again, moving very slow, very cautiously. After a moment, from this area where you headed off, kind of more northwest, I will say, you see up ahead what seems to be maybe like a torchlight. And I'm going to show you specifically what you're going to see.
Oh boy.
It's Mama Odie.
Mama Odie!
I want my
He said
Mama
torch,
Odie.
so.
Said torch. Here's what you
Her
see.
snake friend is actually a Hydra friend.
Mary, we're gonna
I could see
shrink in
that.
and follow you.
Mm.
Coming,
Wow, that is zoomed in.
you see the torch. As you get just close enough to the torchlight, you notice there's something off to your left. Again, coming out of the fog, the torchlight isn't really helping. It's this horribly dense fog.
Is this torch attached to a person?
This torch is attached just to a stake in the ground. It's got like enough of like what you
So
can
it's
tell
just
is
a
oil.
torch.
But
Well.
breathing heavily in front of you, as you get close enough, there are tents. And as you move, you stop. As you see, lying on the ground, breathing heavily, asleep, a giant hydra. Here's what I will give you. What you're seeing is these tents, not much noise or movement, but this hydra has one head burrowed into the ground, sleep, a stump next to it that has been burned off. This hydra is wrapped in chain and heavy manacle. And so where you can see is one head that maybe was formed, burned off completely.
So it's a one-headed hydra.
One-headed hydra currently, and currently completely like manacled down in like these stakes you can tell are driven how many meters into this like earth before it's like no longer soft earth.
Animal
Party
friendship,
pet?
animal friendship, animal friendship.
Do you wanna try animal friendship?
Animal friendship?
Here's what I'll give you too. You got a really high stealth again from these areas because I'm giving you guys spreading out. So this is what you're starting to find, Merida.
His name
Um,
is Fred.
You guys find a animal friendship. I actually have to check something, man, on hydras.
What's their creature type?
I know, yeah. It's like, wait, are these technically?
Like, are they animals? Or?
They a beast? They a monstrosity? They an aberration?
They a cutie
So yes, fun fact. These are monstrosities. Again,
So
they're not
well-
natural beasts due to this like.
Right.
Like
So
deformity?
Can I do animal friendship?
Yeah, the animal
Is there
friendship.
animal friendship one?
So that's I just wanted to give it to you before like Cassie and being like, oh no, it's not working. Because what you see is Merida again, kind of coming in. You hear slight movement in one tent, and it's enough to like then just generally like kind of back off in that like back to like more of the tree line out into the heavier fog.
Can I keep my eye on those
Yes.
tents then?
Keeping the eye, you see a larger shape come
Humanoid?
out of the tent. It seems humanoid until you see larger wings unfurl and tail move. Humanoid-esque, but then hunching over this thing looks rather demonic.
Have I ever seen anything like that before?
Never. At least in this mortal plane. Maybe once actually when you went to Hades, you know, when the Imagineers were first down there, some of these things seem to have been in the crowd. Yeah, give me a history.
That's well, a 19.
19. Well done. Here's what you get. This seems to be a demon. Something again, you see like horns growing out of its neck and head. Not as big as some demons you've seen down
Not big
Hades,
with the ugly stick.
but really, like he got a second helping when they were hitting him. But you see that as this creature just kind of like comes out, comes over, lights its hand on fire. The Hydra sniffs up, snorts. Before it can like move, the demon takes one hand that's not a flame, draws a weapon, cuts the head off. As you see sprouting, as two heads start to form, this demon takes its fiery hand and grips the second forming head, burning it enough until it slowly disintegrates and falls up as this Hydra roars in pain.
This is a horrible.
The demon takes the then cut Hydra head on the ground, picks it up, bites into it, and goes back into the tent.
He was a scam.
Oh my god! I don't know what to make.
Yeah,
of
this
that.
it's a horrifying sight. What I'll give you is this too. The demon looked like maybe like tired. Again, it's that like, well, for us it's the day. Maybe they're more nocturnal. Like this thing got food in the most horrific way that a demon possibly could.
From 11 Hydra. Okay. Do I know anything about demons at all?
Not really. It's the unfortunate thing. Hunting demon lords have given you some knowledge of like these arrows of demon slaying. They have this magical like radiance to them. Like again, holy light it burns them, but like not much else. They have these things, and so it's that this thing. What I'll give you, Merida, though, this isn't the only tent.
Hey, our ranger, you have primeval awareness, which
That's-
hits demons.
True.
Little metagame, but I'll give
What,
it.
what does primeval awareness
Demons are
do?
everywhere in a 3-mile radius.
Oh, shit!
Okay.
Well,
Hundreds upon thousands.
oh my gosh.
So
What?
many. In a
You-
3-mile radius.
Again, these don't give you exact pinpoints, but what you're getting is spreading
and
out
lots
from
of
you, nothing really
demons.
behind you, hundreds of thousands of demons spreading that way, and you feel a large presence close by.
A large presence that's not the Hydra.
Not the Hydra. Hydras actually don't really help with this sense, as these are monstrosities. They're not like dragons or fiends, right? But the monstrosities you're not getting. There's something big though in the center of some of these tents.
Great.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna go convey my knowledge to the rest of my party.
You
And maybe perhaps before I go, maybe I'll hunter's mark that Hydra. Now that I can see it,
You never know.
You
That
never
is
know.
smart. Just that like
even though it seems abused, so I don't think
you're not wanting to, but it's like ooh, like Hydras
It's
can
like,
get really
that's
vicious fast.
It's like a
my hackles
tiger.
are raised.
It's what my character would do. But no, it really is. You know, Merida, having literally fought
Right.
Hydras before, it's that like I'm not taking any chances with you.
Yeah.
Boom, Hunter's Mark. You slink back into shout. Dumbo, you search around for a while. Again, going more like south, kind of around. You don't find anything through a lot of the watery areas. Again, we're going through. And in fact, it seems rather desert of all animal life. Is what you're finding. There are no like beasts. There are no like insect. This is like a very grave-like and still bayou that you are going through. You give a good once around though. As you guys come back, Rapunzel, would you like to roleplay that out real quick?
I guess, yeah.
You can, as you guys have stopped, all taking a moment. Flynn is again there, just. So, how was your night?
So Hades was part of it. decided to let me choose where more orphans were gonna happen.
Oh dear lord.
France, or Scotland, or Germany.
That's the paper that said Germany.
If I didn't choose, he would do all three.
Ooh.
So
Can he do that?
I don't know. I tried to ask him. He wouldn't let me. He wouldn't give me an answer, and I was scared that he was going to get all three if I didn't make a choice. So I destroyed Germany essentially.
You see Flynn is going to sit down next to you, kind of, hey, Rapunzel, you did nothing wrong. Why are you blaming yourself for the actions of a psychopath? Do you think anyone should be blamed when a psychopath makes these horrifying choices and forces you to be a part of them? That's not you. Rapunzel, you did what anyone would do. Gosh, you think anyone in this group would have done any different? You think they would have, what? Let Hades bait them into destroying everything? No. That is a psychopath who's playing mind games with you. Don't let him win. You're stronger than that.
A snow globe that said Germany on it.
What did you say?
No, it's
Man, he just destroyed a snow globe that had
Wait,
Germany in
he
it.
can't actually do anything. I think he has like therapy snow globes in his office. that
Oh,
he
wouldn't that be wonderful? I would love if he were
Stupid
that
freaking
psychotic.
Stupid! Change! Bring me another.
But you see, Flynn though is just very just.
She has a closet
It's
full of
okay.
snow globes.
Silver duplicates.
This
Give
was-
satisfaction more than once.
Oh, you gotta have duplicates. But you see though, like, in a very just like, it is not your fault. As he's saying that, you hear coming out of the water and coming out of the trees, Dumbo and Merida, you guys reconvene.
I just like
the party.
Dumbo do. Oh, you heard this?
Coming out of the
he just
water.
looks at Merida, just like looks over to where.
Oh, was he like full snorkeling with his trunk?
Yes.
I love it.
You ever seen Tarzan with the snorkeling truck? It's that kind of stealth op.
Dumbo's like, this makes me uncomfortable. I
He
didn't
just like
notice
sort of
that.
steps away from Merida slightly, and just divine senses out of habit.
Nothing.
It's Merida, okay.
But, yeah, it's all like, are you the real Merida? That came out-
Unbelievable,
Yes,
eh?
the real Merida. You divine sense also again, nothing in 60-foot radius around you all.
Our studio audience.
Studio audience feel nervous there. Merida, what would you like to tell the group? I mean,
okay.
you can do it as you'd like to.
Well, ladies and laddies, gather around.
And should I have used
For
the
I
dialogue
have
and didn't?
not great news. Not great news for all of you.
Okay, so that's if you're
Um,
doing attack spells.
Yeah, I didn't
yeah.
use it last
In
time.
about a 3-mile radius, there's
I
about,
didn't know.
I don't know, hundreds, if not thousands, of demons. Just like count out, and they've got a hydra, and I saw a demon friggin' eat its head for fun, maybe. I don't know. We're very concerned. And we're incredibly outnumbered.
So, yeah, that got me. I'm like, wait, what? Oh, wait, right. I'm the DM. I know what's going on. Why am I scared? I'm very jumpy, if anyone hasn't noticed. I actually really don't do well with any sort of, like, startling. I know what's going on. I know what even you didn't see. And
ADHD
yet,
is like all day long for like more than an hour sitting. I'm so sorry.
You're
I
good
feel
noise.
so much my meds are
sorry.
wearing off right now, and I'm
Yes.
just like,
I
I'm
don't
so
take mine
sorry.
on Sundays and also sing.
Merida, you can go back. So Merida was just describing, of course, how the demons are like eating the Hydra's live, like they're a form of that.
But yeah, that's horrifying. And there's also like a massive presence in the middle of all that. And I'm thinking just out of, context clues that might be the Demon Lord. It might not be, but seeing as he's surrounded by demons, I'm thinking that might be where our man is, or lady, or
thing.
thing.
Them.
It's hard to tell the genders of demon lords, unfortunately. Lord is actually, again, not meant in a gendered term. It's just that, like, lord.
Demon lady.
Yeah, right? Like demon lady, demon lord. There's a lot.
Demon daddy.
No! Raya, you're not coming in for another 3. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, no. There is something that's gonna...
You're like a squirt bottle. Just no.
You will be coming in. I promise there is stuff.
Just honestly talking about buying a squirt bottle for Eleanor and then never doing it, we really need to.
We should get a squirt bottle. Yeah,
I
just
have
like,
one,
no,
you guys.
no.
I have more water.
Oh my
I can
gosh,
just bring
no.
it next time.
So all of you
Yes.
can get this information, and you can give also Merida the like exact like, hey, I went like north by northwest, coming into the east, coming out. So like you guys know exactly where this would be. What would you all like to do with this information? This is kind of a group thing.
I also have a mark on the Hydra, just in
There you
case.
go.
Right.
Because that's on brand for me, apparently, the Hydra stain.
My suggestion is we try and take out the Demon Lord before his apparently massive army notices that we're here.
We gotta cut the head off this snake.
And 2 more grow back Hydra. No,
Marvel's technically Disney.
Reminder, kids, Nazis are not cool.
Hydra. Don't do Nazi. Not even
Nazis
once.
are bad.
Not even once.
I'm
No,
not.
It's not
Anyway,
like you said it.
but yes, Meg, you could offer. It could be that like if you go like let's stealth up, try to get in before it's too late.
Yes.
Yes.
Here's what I can tell you: there's a large camp. There are torches. The fog, while also bad for you to not see what may be coming, can work in your favor. What I'll kind of give you again out of this recon and Dumbo of the, it was helpful. While you didn't go down too far, you also know where they're not, which is helpful. The torches that are burning can be extinguished, so it's like you can go in, and it would just require slowly going forward, taking out light, getting through until finding the center of where whatever this creature is.
Does anyone happen to have prestidigitation?
Nope.
Thaumaturgy.
As double statement dripping mud.
I had prestidigitation right up until the last time I leveled up and then
Yeah,
swapped it out.
just swapped
But
it.
you can
Cantrip?
snuff it. Yeah, it's cantrip. You can snuff out light.
No, I gave it up to get
But she
different
just
cantrip.
swapped it as well. To be
Wait,
like,
I can
no,
do
I'm
that
saying
with
that's what.
Yeah.
You can do that
That's
thaumaturgy?
incredibly cool.
you
Who
oh
else
yeah, you
tried
can do that with
thaumaturgy?
thaumaturgy.
Yeah.
Alright,
Also,
very
No,
good.
thaumaturgy
possibly. Where are my
Possible
cantrips?
flame.
Yeah.
Possibly
Oh
hot,
yeah.
possibly
Fun fact, Merida, your control flames cantrip would also do that, where you can just like extinguish flame.
Sweet.
It's a cantrip, so it's just that action of just like,
Oh no, I'm stuck.
or make it brighter, but that probably might not be great for stealth. Because right now, again, these things may be nocturnal, and so it's by going in now undercover night, you have about that. What do I want to say? Again, traveling an hour back, Merida and Dumbo, you were only gone for an hour, so it's like 7 o'clock. You would get there about like 8 o'clock. But by the time the sun sets, again, later in the Bayou, you're in a full different part of the world of how it sets. The sun would set about 8:30, so you'd have a half hour before, in theory, wake up. That's not
It doesn't even
perfectly safe, of course, because
I like that.
if you've got early riser demons, if that's a thing, or if there's like a standard they do, you don't have like a secure half hour, but I will also give you staying out in the swamp so close might not be great if there's things looking around. As of right now, nothing's come up. Again, the fog might be helping with that, but there's not a ton to go off of. With this all being said, it's a lot of information. What would you guys like to do going forward? You know there would be about, in this kind of like ovaline, the points of egress can come really from any which point, from the north, south, east, or west, if you guys want to do stuff, or if you want to try going in from above, but you just don't know how well that would work in the fog, is also one of those give and takes.
I have an idea with the Hydra. I don't know how smart it is though, because I don't trust it, and it's the monster, and I can't do the animal friendship thing. But I want to ride a Hydra so bad,
Yeah! Yeah!
and it has. I'm sure it has beef with the demons for eating its heads. so maybe using that to our advantage, and releasing the Hydra to wreak havoc on the demon camp.
That would make
That
a
could
good
work.
distraction.
Maybe
if we
Yeah.
look in the
a
opposite direction.
Distraction. If you know where the Hydra is, the Hunter's Mark helps you find it, so you know where to find that
I was
Hydra.
considering that
And
too to make it
yeah,
useful,
like
but also
if you were to release it,
I
it'd
don't
be an
think I would have
amazing
stomach for
distraction
that
of
after
crap,
everything
Hydra.
that's been done to it.
That's true.
And if we all
Logically,
stay away
that would make
from
a
the
lot of
bitey bits,
The
The
bitey
bite
bits.
bits.
then
loved that.
that
That's a
could
good quote.
be an advantage to us.
Yeah, I
Bitey
think
bits.
the rest of us stay quite a ways away, but some like one super
sorry.
stealthy person to like free the Hydra and sneak away.
Yeah.
One or
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
buddy system.
I mean, we've got two very stealthy people right here. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you two can lead the way.
perhaps, yeah.
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 That could be part of our game
I
plan.
thought we were staying away from
I'm
the
not
bitey
saying
bits.
that's the whole thing, but
But it's not a bad idea.
That's not bad. Yeah, that can be. That's a good
Bitey
part.
bites.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be the whole, but releasing a Hydra to cause havoc is an amazing distraction.
especially if we aren't
Cry
waiting
havoc and let's
until
flip
they
the
get
floor.
the gate.
I will say,
My son.
Hey, Lou, you got any spells that can help with this?
Andrew
What are we
will
trying to
just
do?
chime in. Just be like,
No, I'm serious.
if we
what are
do
trying to
that, how many of
Potentially
these
free the
demons would
Hydra and
wake up?
Sneak into the demon lord.
Okay, let it
Also,
know.
do we know if this Hydra could successfully take on all those demons?
I don't know
What
if it
What
would
is
be
an offensive
all
Give
ability?
it a sword.
That's if somebody else
Scary.
is doing something.
Do we want the Hydra to
Then I
be
can help
our
them and do it
escape contingency? Someone stays to release a Hydra in case we need to.
I pat him on the head.
It's a little condescending, but me? Excellent. I'll stay with the man-eating Hydra to release it and hope I don't die.
I hand him the bread
You'll be
dagger.
fine.
I take it.
Thank you for the
tap
dagger.
Tap the ground.
Tap it until bloop, a piece of bread immediately starts
Fucking yay.
sinking into the swamp.
How big is it?
It's a magical dagger. I just
What?
tap it and just
What are we trying?
We're trying to kill the
Beignets.
demon lord.
little beignet, no, not powder, unfortunately, just like raw beignet appears in Croco's arms. Thank you for this gift. Cheers. He starts eating the beignet. He looks a little sore, like, great, I've got a dagger, I've got a short sword, and I'll free the Hydra if it.
I also pull out a costume,
How big is?
I'm
just
not
like out of.
wearing that.
It's just got a little demon horns.
No,
and
yeah,
hands.
no, like really cheesy. No, I'm just
Okay,
gonna
as-
hide cloak.
As for
How
contingency,
big is
I'll wear
the
it.
demon?
I could be on Angus like above to just come down and
Like
free a
dimension.
Hydra,
I
and
know,
then
but I
Angus
also
and
have
I.
him have a hunter's mark on
Huge.
him.
Okay,
Right.
So you would have fit in.
You do
But
have.
I
a
First
also
Probably not. Okay.
want to
No,
be
we'll
where
see.
the action is.
If you lead me to the Hydra,
Yeah.
I could stay. Angus and I stay with the
Anything
Hydra,
helpful.
and if you give me a signal, I poke the Hydra with a bread knife until it gets angry,
Mind?
and then leave.
Perhaps. It's chained though, so.
Oh, I can work on the chains if you just again. I'll be quiet. Angus and I
I
will
pull
stay.
a crowbar out of the vest as well.
Good lord, what do you have in there?
Don't you have?
All right, Andrew's not holding like bread, the Pascal knife, the
I gave him
crowbar.
a bag.
Okay, thank you. I'll put these in the sleeves over.
That's
So like,
good. That's a good
And
one. Okay.
also pulls
Shall we
out
find
a hammer.
yes, thank you, Hammer. That's gonna get stakes out. All right, I'll be on Hydra
10
detail.
pins as well.
Good lord,
What is that? What do you?
Here's
They're
a
like
tent.
big metal
Your
Grab the
mother.
sticks.
burglar's
big
pack.
mouth stakes. Because again, like me putting that using a hammer.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, he'll take these.
The burglar's pack is pretty useful.
All right.
If we can get so what is the
Wait,
plan?
So
Maybe
right
we
now,
should-
Andrew's going to
Okay.
go to the Hydra with Angus. In that, like, they
No,
could
it was
fly
right.
above, and if there's a signal given, he comes in, breaks the Hydra free to cause a distraction.
Right.
So-
we should
Before
maybe
we
back
do
burner
that-
that.
Before
We
we
should
do
plan
that,
the rest of everything out before
Yes.
we go and sacrifice.
You guys can start talking. I'm going to use the restroom
Is
real
this
quick.
let him be gone while I say
Hydra.
this.
Yeah.
So how's the session going?
You don't need to go
Okay.
to the zoo.
So Shelby found this spell.
I
If
still
I could
haven't
get,
gone to the zoo with him.
okay, if we could get close, Shelby found Feeble Mind that I have that I can blast the mind of a creature that I can see within range, attempting to shatter its intellect and personality. And if I can do that, the creature can't cast spells.
I will say
Can I
it's
just
pretty
say-
awesome. I will warn you. It
No,
probably
this is for the
says
demon
make
lord.
a saving
Oh,
throw.
on the
If
demon
so,
lord.
then he's probably gonna beat it.
Yes.
But I'm not saying it's not.
I'm
good
just
too.
saying-
Depending on the
I
saving
told
throw,
monster
I
to
do
do
have
It's-
hex.
That's a
So I could
shitty-
sabotage whichever abilities.
There we go.
I
think-
let's do
However,
that.
that sabotage is
Megan!
checked, sadly.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
I have a
how
spell
many?
or something that could do something to him
And
as
we can
well.
freeze monster, is that what you
Okay.
said? You have freeze monster?
I do have Hold Monster.
Yeah, I'm on the next level.
I got
He
some
has options.
spells.
I have bestow
So do
curse.
we.
There you go.
Oh.
I've got a.
So I can choose one
I
ability
always
score
forget
while
the
cursed,
paladins
and the
have spells
target
that
has
aren't just
disadvantage on
smite.
ability
Yeah.
Right?
I never take smite spells as a paladin
'Cause you
because
already have the
divine
normal
smite's
smite.
just better.
Yeah.
So it deals
So
more
what is the
damage on
best
average.
order to do this? To skin this cat?
I'd
Mm.
say
I would say get down his legendary resistances first,
And then use that.
and
Yeah.
then we do
Right.
this.
So that's
So
like
it's
a
final
mid-fight
blow kind
thing.
of
Okay.
Yeah, so-
just point to me when it's time.
So
okay.
guys-
Okay.
So here's what my bestow curse can do to the demon lord. I can choose one ability score while cursed. He has disadvantage. While cursed, target has disadvantage on attack rolls against me.
I also
Just make
still
wisdom
have
saving
2
throw.
demon slaying arrows. So
I'm claiming
Okay.
this.
Oh, excellent.
Do it.
Is John
Oh,
took
no.
Full
Oh,
send.
yeah,
Full
finish
send.
it.
Full send.
Finish it off.
Ah, ah, ah.
Ah.
I feel like I would choke if I did that.
Hmm?
I'm very impressed that you didn't just choke and die.
Thank you.
On right
He rolled high
special
enough
talent.
that he's okay.
He succeeded on
Yes, yes,
Constitution
Yes,
saving
I was
throw.
supposed to say.
Push it all in. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
I'm having such a weird day.
So what's the idea right now?
okay,
That is an excellent
we need to get to the demon lord somehow.
Yes.
My thought was, no, that's a stupid. Never mind.
I love how everyone's looking through their character sheets like, okay, what do I got? What do I
I'm
What's
I'm
in
totally
here?
looking through
I'm
my character
literally
sheet.
just
Oh.
sitting here.
Let me do that
pressing
now.
Like, hey guys, you want to help me with Bejeweled?
No.
Me?
Hey, I have a question, Ox.
Yeah.
When we do eventually cut to it, can Ryan be
That's
playing
a good
a
thing
weird
to see.
arcane Bejeweled with minor illusions?
So, what I am concerned about, and I'm going to speak out loud, if there are thousands of demons around him, that might pose a problem trying to get to the demon lord himself, and
I just had a thought. Oh, never mind that. I don't think my whatever. What was it called? The primeval awareness.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have lied to me because I was like, oh well, what if it's not actually 100?
It doesn't give you like perfect geographical or like perfect numbers, but it's that like, ooh, lots of little things and ooh, that's a big thing. Like, yeah.
so basically I'm concerned because even if they're very, very weak demons, that's still going to be people who are hitting us on our way to
Lots and lots. Of
Demon
demons.
Lord. So
Um,
what can we do to get rid of that?
skies drop in. up
I
from
mean,
under
you could
the
literally drop
ground.
me and I'd probably be fine.
Walk softly and carry a big stick.
See, Flynn just. Alright, I suggest swords, but sticks work too.
I mean, brute force is always an
Who
option.
says that?
You
He
can
just
do the
pops
sword.
his knuckles.
Alright,
I
you
think
can
he's
carry a
gonna
big stick. I'll carry a sword.
I'll carry myself.
Maybe let's. I don't like the thought of splitting the team,
Yes.
but maybe some on foot, maybe some from above.
It's good.
People can drop in right on the demon lord, and then other people can fight their way through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quick raise of hands. Who can fly? 1, 2.
I mean,
Awesome.
I have a horse that can fly.
You've
and I
got
can
Angus.
carry myself and one other person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you and Andrew could easily fit on that. And Dumbo, you could easily carry a whole nother person, like through the again to stealthily do it.
Can I come from underneath?
If you find the right waterways in, it's possible.
You are a crocodile.
You are a.
Or is
sneaky
there like
alligator.
a safe place to hide from and shoot the spellies?
That's the thing. Until you get up close, you're not sure what could be in there. It
I
is
don't
kinda-
I don't recognize that area.
No, this is an area you've never really been to. If you want to give me a history check, you can.
Okay. You got it.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Eight. 8. Merida, you can make one as well. Oh, Louis, you get the advantage though, because it's your home
Oh,
turn.
you're right.
Now that you're here, it's the advantage.
4. We're gonna stick with 8.
Good lord.
That was
No.
not-
You are not great at history, are you, bud?
Plus
Not today, man.
what 6 I have history.
So Merida, you're just MVPing right
Let
now.
me see, let me see, let me see.
On a natural 20, Merida,
Gosh, shake it.
you
Try one more time.
know this area.
Shake it into
This is one of the
It does the
old temples of, like, not
Okay,
old
yes,
gods,
please,
but
yes.
the gods of olden times. So, like, more primeval forms of like not just Zeus,
Bless
but
the
like of
raven.
elementals, of dragon, of
Oh, nice.
different things.
That's my work square.
What you know is this area seems to have been very close by to a what's the word I want to use?
Are you gonna say something like a ley line or
A
something?
strangely infested portion of the bayou, where a large portion of primates would gather.
Oh, should we do?
Uh,
I want to be.
and it was something that a lot of explorers wouldn't go terribly close to because
it is.
it would get weird. And it's like really close to that area of
We're
like,
about to fight that
oh wait a
gross-
second, I know where I am. If you walk like another 2 miles south, you find that big old temple with the monkeys.
Oh my gosh.
Are we about to fight an orangutan?
Could we have
We're
Mowgli
fighting
come back
King
and
Louie.
help us?
Oh my god!
You're fine, Louie.
I don't know, is that metagamey? Louie, you had a dream of a giant thing with a giant hand
I
reaching
did.
into water
It
with
was
fur
really
and on it.
hairy. I did
What
do
color
that.
was the hair, perchance?
I think it was dark and
Give me
covered
a
in
quick
cream.
history check. You don't remember
the
your dream?
history!
Not the history. Oh no.
Okay, that was 2,
This
7.
7.
Wow!
Oh, the
History
color.
hates me.
This thing
Oh,
was
sorry.
covered in mud and water, and the parts of the fur that were dry were like frizz and weird.
Give
But
me the clear one.
giant hairy
Actually,
arm
that bag. Yep,
in the
no, that's
water.
bag.
Yeah,
Ignore me.
there's some stuff going on here.
I saw it on your phone.
Did the yeah. So yes, ladies and
Also,
gentlemen, there might be something up in the head in the distance.
Oh
Okay, this
crap,
dice already
there's
likes me
also
better.
probably going to
We're
be the
gonna do
freaking tiger.
Okay, well,
Oh, no.
That's metagame.
I
Oh, I know, but this is just Lonnie
say,
freaking out. This is fine.
It's fine, I'm fine, I'm not fine.
It's fine to
I'm
not
not
be fine.
fine.
With
I
the
mean,
natural
he should be
20,
orange
I know
if he's
this
an
area is
orangutan.
dangerous.
Yeah, but
Yes, is that like
Pretty
there was
history
already a
here.
dangerous area.
Then it'd be like a darker brown.
Here's what I'll say.
It's
For
true.
Louis from Meredith, you could help. There
Oh, yeah,
would
these
be
guys
like
like
enough
them
natural
already.
swamp where Louis could swim in. Like you know there are waterways into this place from different areas. It's like kind of on the other side of where like maybe the rest of you would go.
Oh yeah, these
like,
guys already like
Louis would come in from like more of a southern area, but there could be enough swamp leading upwards into what would be the middle. For some of you, it would be the there's enough of what's the word I'm looking for? Meredith, you know, again, not many trees would be around there, and it's something that maybe Dumbo you kind of realize as well. Trees have been cleared in this area. Where normally could be tree line, because I mean, even you know, Meredith, after a while you had to like descend down trees to like, oh wait, there's a torch and there's not much around. That if there's a lot of tents and demons and things out here, it's because it's all empty.
Okay, I found better dice. I should be less
You're good.
less cursed.
So that is what I'll say. So yes, besides Louis, you can take that water approach, and Dumbo, you can take air. What kind of approaches would people like to make, and would you all like to come from generally the same direction, or would you like to maybe like
Surround.
surround and all move to the same spot?
Yes.
I could be air or ground.
I
Flynn,
think-
Flynn's gonna take ground. Andrew's gonna go with
You could
you
be
air.
I'll
I
take
could
ground.
Take ground.
Ooh.
Meg, where would you like to
I have
go?
slow fall.
I mean, I guess
basically
ground,
fall
'cause
for
I
a
don't
long
fly.
time and not
Ground with
That's
flying.
so cool.
I will take
It is
Rapunzel.
cool.
You'll take Rapunzel. Here's what I'll say. Flynn will go with you, Meg, just because knowing you better, and just that like ground team goes for the high five.
I don't give him a high five.
Yeah, that's surprising.
I pretend not to see it. Can I roll deception to pretend I don't see
Oh,
it?
he knows what
Yeah,
you
he
did.
knows you meant-
This is like
he
that's
knows
a
you meant
all
to
right.
do well.
You guys both hate
So-
each other, and y'all know.
I don't.
And it's not like a hate. It's just that resentment of like, come on, I gave you a vote
I
and
don't
you
even
didn't.
dislike him at this point. It's just fun to see his reaction.
And so here's what I'll say. So Louis, you will be coming from a southern area because again, what you can tell in a
I
natural
feel like I
twenty,
should
I'll
have a
honor
And I'm
that.
gonna
Disclaimer,
stay
kids,
further
bullying is
away if
not
I
cool.
can in a
You want to ride with
But,
Wayne Scott?
place they can't notice because I do
Just
have
for
some
the initial
spells and I know
charge.
the Bayou pretty well.
Yes,
I feel
it's
that
far
would
away
be
with stealth where I
rude
can
to-
cast spells
Because he was like,
safely.
"Hell yeah, ground team." I'm like,
For-
"Nah,
Yes.
no,
something.
leader."
It's something where you can
Beyond.
move.
That sounds
or-
great.
Sorry. just so that everyone can understand the lay of the land.
Yep.
You can move through southerly through the water and get somewhere where you could get close but still be like
Yes.
not directly in.
Yes.
4, then we'll go. We'll kind of just move through. Or we'll start with them, Peter. If Lou is going southern, is there a specific direction you would like to take? Right now, you guys are about a little actually northwest. So you would need to go like south. Or excuse me, you're northeast. You would move in southwest to get there. So Lou, you're going like left and a little more down. Peter, is there any way you would like to go?
I'll probably take that southwest.
Southwest, then.
As Meg just ignores Flynn, Peter's gonna come through, grab Meg, and swoop her up onto Scott.
Just like, all right, let's go.
I love it.
Cool. So you're coming in that more southwest area. Because yes, another person can be taken. So
Are
your
you
characters
making a
aren't moving.
battle
I'm
map?
setting
I
your
thought it was
characters
battle
moving
maps.
around. Flynn then is going to take his own way, as he tried and you were a jerk. Flynn, he'll just take then a more northward approach, going kind of like to the right.
Do I get advantage even during a battle scene?
In some checks, yes. Home turf, like, with the Bayou, yes. Merida and Andrew, you guys are coming from the air, but is there like a specific cardinal direction you'd like to try
Go
from?
for his legs.
Right now we have like a north, a south, and like a southwest. East, gotcha. So like going more around, but then coming in. It's coming in from the east. And you can tell Andrew again, because you can go in and then Andrew can take Angus to like go off. Merida, the Hydra is more towards the northwest, the one you hunters marked. But that's easy enough again to like easily pinpoint. Andrew can do his best with Angus to like go through like it's out there for the surprise and distraction. Dumbo, you and Rapunzel again coming from the air. Which cardinal direction would you like?
All the way around to come from behind.
All the way around.
Like just fly straight up and over, like parabola style, and then swoop through.
Parabola.
So
what a good
full
word.
like southwest.
Yeah, just like
border. Back in. Yeah, gotcha.
Ladies and gentlemen, our
When do we
flight
need
will
him?
be departing in 5 minutes.
So let's see. I think that's everyone. So Peter May coming from that direction, Louis from south, you two going.
Turn Raya, because we don't know where she is.
And you are all
Still playing Bejeweled.
ready and can head out.
Guys, I'm on level 10. Are you proud of me?
Do we still
Yes.
have
You're on what?
fog cover?
Yes, I'm going to reset the fog. So now, when the fog is revealed, literally on the battle map too, it will reveal in base of what you can see. Again, the torches, while burning, don't really provide much. Ladies and gentlemen, you all need to roll initiative.
Woohoo!
Here we go.
Oh, we all get nat 20s.
Let's wait, my Bejeweled game! Andrew's going to roll and get crazy good.
Just initiative, do I get a plus?
Flynn's going to roll.
I get a plus.
Get
That is a natural 20.
Woo!
Yeah,
So
yes.
29.
Nutritious.
Go, Dumbo.
Here we go. Let me quickly
I've been waiting
get
for this
ready
day.
for
Oh,
this
plus two.
encounter.
Ooh.
Time has come.
Encounters. Here we go.
All my training has prepared me for this moment.
All
You
my
gotta love it when the
natural
rogue goes
twos.
first in combat. It's pretty sweet.
It's
Too
pretty.
bad I'm not an assassin.
Oh, I know, right? They get great buffs.
So, right, going through. Alrighty. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. There's just a lot of stuff I was putting in. We're going to go just based off of this. What I have. Louis, what did you get?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Excellent. Meg?
18.
18. Gotta remember not to accidentally press enter or the. I won't do it right. Merida?
18.
Ooh, well done. Peter?
11.
11.
11 C's.
Sometimes it's funny when the computer rolls better and you're like, oh man. Dumbo, what'd you get? The
Natural 20 with a 29.
excellent.
Woohoo! Yeehaw.
Rapunzel.
23.
Ha ye.
Not natural 20.
Raya.
Alert is a
9.
Excellent.
Alert.
Who's that?
and
I get
Merida.
a +5 bonus to my initiative,
Oh,
and I can't
I
be surprised as
already
long as I'm conscious.
Why did I ask you again?
Creatures do not gain advantage on
I have 2 Meridas here. 1 second. One of them must go.
Wow.
No,
I
she
was-
just gets 2 turns.
No, you do not. No, you did not. No,
I
you did not.
cannot be snuck up on.
Yeah.
I'll be fine with that.
So Flynn got a pretty respectable 23 as well.
So cool.
Andrew got a 21. That is going to be. Let me just quickly roll.
Nope.
just there, 20, wow.
Pigeon.
Sorry, I have to make rolls. All right. Oh, that's terrible. You're gonna roll. You're gonna get that. Man, that's terrible. You're gonna roll. You. That's really good. And you, sir. That's a natural 20.
Oh. Yee.
Alrighty.
Those are
The
natural 20,
initiative
my 29.
tracker is ready. I
don't know
will
why yeehaw,
send it
but
in the
yeehaw.
group
Yeehaw.
chat. Open in.
I'm already there.
Yeehaw.
Oh, is it the same one in the
Yeah, same one in the lost ones.
same one? Lost one? Oh, let me send it to the yes, you guys.
What?
It's the same initiative tracker I use for everything. It's
Why
actually
is Flynn still hurt?
What?
Flint. What?
Flynn.
Flynn?
Why is Flynn still hurt?
Flynn. I gotta change that. though.
Emotionally, he is hurt.
Emotion.
Thanks,
You
Mag.
lost the
Nah,
hell
Mag.
Oh, Flynn didn't heal correctly. Well, that's weird. Flynn should be full.
His nose is all wonky.
His nose.
They
It's
just
the nose.
can't seem to get his nose right.
Now the one.
Yeah, Flynn and Andrew are both healthy. Everyone's at full. Oh, and
you
Meg's.
still took away one of my hit points.
I forgot to add it back. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
As we will now begin the
He
sneaky
really wants to
sneak.
kill your character, Meg. I
With
mean, gosh.
Paper cuts.
The
For some
sneakity
reason.
sneaks. Here's where we will begin. Dumbo,
Dang, we
Yes.
rolled pretty
you
dang good for an initiative
begin
for the most part.
the initiative.
We got you.
Here's what I'm going to
No, you
do.
didn't.
I'm going to link my player view to the DM view. And, oh, there's a tiny little Raya out there, out in the distance, where I just kind of hit her. Flynn, we're going to travel a bit till we find Dumbo!
Yay.
Hey, yo.
Dumbo and Rapunzel. You guys are flying in. What is your fly speed currently?
40 feet.
40 feet, and you are in the air. As you start flying, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Breaking through a lot of the fog
Okay.
that I had to add very quickly. You see one of these first torches.
As an action, real quick, if I may, I would like to reach up on my back and just pat Rapunzel on the head. You'll be safer with this. And cast protection from good and evil.
Dumbo, you don't cast anything. Rapunzel, a hand reaches up. Please make me a contested strength save.
Yikes.
What?
Flip, does it have to be strength?
What?
Yes, it does.
What is happening?
Is it me, straight?
No, I've got your stats.
Oh no.
What is happening?
Is
Scooby-Doo. I
I
love
got
it.
20! Oh my gosh!
What was going to be a hand reaching around your neck, you see just in time. Dumbo's eyes glaze over as
Oh.
something hit you when you were in that hospital.
Oh, Shooby-Doo.
Oh,
I don't
no.
wanna
Oh no!
We're in initiative now,
Can
everybody.
I drop like right now?
So,
Oh no, you
Did I
can't.
expend a spell slot or anything?
Dang.
Or?
No, I'm about to say what actually happens
Oh.
now.
What
So
is
that's a natural
happening?
26. If
Nice.
that does
Not just
anything.
26. That initial attack, which was going to be a grapple around the neck, fails, which is good. Here we go. Here's the battle music starting.
Oh, I'm so
Oh,
glad.
no.
I love this die. This die is amazing.
It looks good, actually. That's
thought it was
that's a good
I
captured
think
thing.
I like it too.
Here's what's
I
going to
can't
happen.
see anything. So.
As the music is thinking about beginning, you,
Knew there was
Rapunzel,
something wrong with him.
feel this going on.
It's not terrible.
Dumbo,
Oh no.
you can do
I
a lot
appreciate the
here,
thought.
my
What
friend.
is
That was really
happening?
nice.
What am I doing?
Explain.
What am I
Explain.
doing, my dear dungeon master?
I have to sit up. Sorry.
Dumbo,
Guys,
you feel something just kind of move against you.
The game over, and now a dumb ad.
You just rising there. Ah, my bejeweled. Wait, what?
What's going on,
I had to
Dumbo
quickly
is a
pull this up.
person.
I did catch that. I'm just
Okay.
You though,
I am a fear.
it doesn't take much. Flip over, Rapunzel. You feel you are now turned upside down
I'm dropping anyway.
and dropping.
Yes.
That's something that you already were going to do. As Dumbo,
Oh, I'm so glad it was
you
me.
bonus
who went
action,
with Dumbo.
insightful fighting. Please make me a deception check.
Would you like me to roll or you roll?
Oh man.
You can roll for this if
Alright,
you'd like.
Perfect, because I love helping DM play villain.
I should have gone. I have great deception.
That's an 8. Wait,
got
why do I need
24.
to roll deception?
So he doesn't get
Insightful
sneak attack.
fighting.
You
However,
think you look
He
really
now
good.
I got
knows.
an 8.
He sees the way you're falling. You're not going to take damage, but he knows where you're going. On your turn, Rapunzel, you will reach the ground with your movement, but you will do so safely. You will still have action and bonus action. Why
I am
is my-
so sick of friends trying to kill me.
Here we go.
Do whatever you did last
tried
time.
to
That seemed to
kill you
work.
yet, so-
You have sneak attack against this target, Dumbo. You have sneak attack against this target.
I do indeed.
Rapunzel, that's your turn next. As you are falling, you see Dumbo's eyes glazed over. Daggers emerge.
Garbage truck freeze. Disengage as my action, and I book it as my movement, and I do step.
The
on
rest of your
word
movement
bonus.
was
Oh, then
falling.
bonus 60 feet.
Yes, you can bonus 60 feet. Which way are
Actually,
you
is he
running?
right next to me? So do
He
I
is
have to
right
disengage?
above you.
So I do have to disengage, or else no
Yes.
opportunity attack.
He can just grab you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Very stressed.
Very, very stressful.
Very stressed for us.
Actually, I'm gonna try something.
What would you like to try?
Can I object interaction kind of wrap my braid around one of my arms? Because
Yeah.
I'm curious. Can I take a dodge action?
Yes, you may.
And I want to try and block with my hair.
Oh, because it's indestructible. Like using it as a shield.
Yeah.
All right, I like it. That's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Rapunzel, you take this. That makes turns. Andrew's turn is taken on. Right now he's just kind of prepping again. Andrew's taking stuff like disengage, dodge. Just these like held actions because right now he's on the horse. It is silent rolling in as night is falling. It is about 8 o'clock right now, and so he's just getting ready. Merida. As he does that, Louis, that is your turn. What would you like to do here, my friend? Right now, you are in the water,
Right.
and so you
Are
can.
the demons in the water, or are they?
There's no demons in the water because again, this is like deeper water of the bayou where you can be swimming through.
Right.
It's like trying to
How
stealth.
far
through.
out am I?
Right now, you're only like about. It's tough to tell. Like 35 feet away from like where you can tell the water and trees start parting into more open territory.
Okay, hang on. Oh, can I see a bad guy within 150 feet?
Make me a perception check.
You got it.
That's the tough part right now of like.
And I get advantage?
Yes you do. On turn.
Shit.
I've been sitting on this for weeks.
16.
16. Unfortunately, right now, for better or worse, there are no bad guys out through the fog. Like, you're not seeing shapes moving, which technically is a good thing. Of like, okay, there's no like guards, there's nothing really right now. So, you could just keep moving forward because there's no one around and just try to get closer and then see again maybe if someone's
Okay,
around.
as stealthily as possible.
Okay.
I am going to get as close to that opening that you just described as possible without actually getting into the opening.
Gotcha. Here we go. You 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There's like your 30 feet. You're trying to see where like the water and stuff spreads.
Can I see them now?
It's,
Okay.
again, better or worse, there's no one out here right now.
Okay.
So if you'd like, you could take a dash action to move your movement again. Wait, don't you swim better than you walk?
Probably.
Measure four? Yes.
Hold on.
Yeah, lizard folk are.
Probably.
Probably.
40 foot.
Yeah.
40 foot. So already your movement takes you in there. Again, you were
But I
trying
don't
to see
want
like
to
the
be in
river.
the open, but I want to see the open.
You're still in the open.
Okay.
Here's what I'll give you. if you want to dash again, you can start like getting more information, where you can go like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, staying again in this like more river.
Yes.
30, 35, 40. You're starting to see like camps.
Okay, yeah.
Surrounding
But I'm
here.
still hidden.
Still well in the
Okay.
water. Like, unless something starts making perception checks for you, you're not going to have to make stealth yet.
Okay.
Because it's that natural, like, they're not looking for me, I can keep going.
Okay.
Louis, that is your turn.
Can I bardic? Oh, I guess I can't if I want to be quiet. I can't bardically inspire
Louis.
anybody.
As you just, Merida, that is your turn.
Right, well, I am gonna. So I didn't get any specific location with the primeval awareness.
Just kind of in the middle. So it's like,
Okay.
you know, you're
so
on
I'm
like a
going to
course.
start moving towards that area with Angus.
Gotcha.
Um,
And Angus has 90 feet of flying, so that's.
Sweet,
I mean,
let's
Pegasi
go
are fast.
there.
So 5, 75, 80, 85, 90. Flying in, you're starting to see again torches, camps, kind of like one to the left and right.
does
Angus-
Angus have a dash?
He does. It's the best part. So he
My
can move
gosh.
again.
Let's go that then.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Oh.
You see another Hydra.
Another Hydra.
Same type of burn mark, chained to the ground, but
Goodness.
not the one you
God.
saw first. And that's just on 40 feet. On 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, coming through. You think you're getting close. Again, you're seeing like these small encampments with like low ember fire that like maybe, you know, over the course of the day, night for them. But you see this Hydra is also asleep though. It's not like awake as you fly over Merida.
Okay.
Andrew's still with you. He's still holding these like disengage and like dodging kind of stuff because it's that like
Yeah.
let's see what happens.
I will also hold. Am I allowed to hold an attack? Is that?
You are, yes. The best part about having Angus is that movement and dash action doesn't come from you. It's really nice. So you can prep an action if you would like.
Okay. I will prep my bow and arrow to attack anything that looks hostile.
Smart, smart. You do so. We are going to then move. As next up in the order is Meg. Technically, Meg, you are on Scott riding in, but do you want to prep anything as you're riding in?
Well, Peter pointed out he wanted a little more light, so I would like to cast light on Scott's horn for like the full headlamp effect.
All right. Scott's gonna
Glow
provide.
stick, snap it like a glow stick.
He is
I'm
going.
just thinking of that scene in Hercules when Pegasus has that light on his head.
Yes.
Fill it through.
A slight blue light emanating. This light is going to cut through the fog better than what you can see, so that's pretty good.
Excellent.
Let me set its radius real quick. Because right now it's got a 20 foot. It needs to have
How
a
did you learn all of
20
this?
foot.
How did you learn all of this?
Time. Really.
He's been doing this
I
campaign
was really
specifically
hoping
for like
everyone
2 years.
A lot more. Yeah, this, culmination 2 years.
It's just so impressive, like in the moment.
So,
stuff.
there is now much greater light area. Again, it is light though, so it might be a bad thing in a moment, but you are ready to start moving. Which actually then, next up as right now is Peter.
Right. So.
This might be a weird question. Can I hold a bonus action?
No, unfortunately. Bonus actions that are like one of
I
those
was
few
just
things you gotta do,
curious.
because they're bonuses, right? Like, they're not like your normal action.
Alright. So we'll be riding in.
Okay. You've got pretty good movement on a unicorn as well. 50 feet normal. So 5, 10.
He moves
50,
so
20,
fast.
25, 30,
sideways?
35, 40, 45, 50. Riding up, you start seeing a first camp right here. A little bit of water coming around. Would you like Scott to dash as well?
Yes.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. As you charge
Hydra.
a sleeping Hydra here. This is not the one Merida warned you about. This isn't even in the right location.
Okay.
Is it also
Giant
Hydra.
singe mark out of one of them, one head sleeping on the ground.
Oh, I wish I had dominate walkthrough like Thumbelina.
Sam, can I do auras as bonus actions?
Auras are just there.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm gonna use Aura of Courage with me and Meg, so while conscious, you and friendly creatures within 10 feet can't be frightened.
Hey,
That's just a class feature.
Starting at level 10, you can't be frightened if anything's within 10 feet of you, my guy. Well done.
So cool.
And as this is all happening, crazy shit's going on.
Yeah, so
As we all see this,
Very nice.
we then cut to a small little scene.
Oh, here we go.
Raya, you are fighting for your life, gal.
What is happening?
As we cut away, Raya, oh man, hasn't been a great day. These weird shadowy demons have been chasing you around, and it's getting annoying.
Not again.
These things running up again, very like jaunty, like maybe not full like limb control. They're just kind of like moving
One more time.
as the shadow.
One more time.
Up.
Okay.
Just so you're all aware of how these things
long
move.
things from Hellsmith Castle type of thing.
Yeah. Right up. These things are getting annoying. What would you like to do?
Terrifying.
I'm so pissed. I wish that there was like a wall I could put between me and them, and
A wall, you say? A wall, you say?
Nah. I just and it's not like it's not like an all-consuming anger, but it's almost a head-clearing anger. Like, no, go away.
Fire bursts between you and the shadow creatures.
Nice.
As two of them incinerate, this one stops before the fire, splits into two like they just keep doing, and two walk around the wall and just keep chasing you.
Why do you walk so adorable? As I'm running.
Stop being cute. Keep running.
I'm just so pissed, and I don't know where I am.
The character was.
Do what?
Give me a history check.
Oh wait, is it within the past 30 days I've been to this place?
Nope. You thought for a second you had me there. Keen
The
mind.
smugness came before he answered you. It's like the definition
I
of
thought
counting your
keen
chickens
mind.
before they're hatched.
Yep.
You were so confident.
So confident, really.
And history is +3 +5, so it's +7 is. Not 20.
No way.
Izzy, check for me. The
No,
potty's
you
not-
haven't been. Well done. All right. You know, like Beardsley, son of a
She did warn
Yeah,
you.
Beardsley,
Your
if you're out
first
there,
roll.
I am single and I am also chaotic with my dice.
This is not a dating simulator. Right, as you run out into
I
an
like long
open
walks on the-
clearing,
Ah!
you are in Kumandra.
Oh.
You see the grass, you see the wind moving,
Where are those creatures?
coming up behind you.
I knew it!
But as you are in here, you hear a voice. Just ask them not to be.
Do I know this?
The voice repeats a little louder. Ask them not to be.
I turn around and I'm like, could you not?
As they disappear.
The heck?
Who are you?
You don't recognize your own Ba. You turn and see your father.
I start sobbing and I run to him
You
immediately.
sob into his arms. You see he takes you in that loving distress. Raya, what's going on?
I don't know if I can do this.
Do what?
There's forgive my English. There's a lot of attorneys outside of Kumandra, and I give him the rundown of obviously through this, Riot is just sobbing. She lost the heart gem, which was literally one of her only responsibilities. I lost it, and then I give genocide, parasite, magic is real, and I don't know what to do. And
Yes.
magic, and then
Raya, magic is real,
It's less finished.
but it's
I like it.
contained in Kumandra. We are a nation of magic. Do you remember your studies?
a little bit. Granted, I was not paying attention, and then when I was about 11, I remember someone betraying me, and then I had to literally live off the land for 6 years, and then there was this whole movie-like thing.
The more disrespectful you get, the less I want to help you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you. As your dad gives you a loving smile. There was no malice in those words. It just,
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Raya,
No, but the magic is out of Kumandra. There is
the magic is not out of Kumandra. Do you think an object holds our people's magic and wonder? Or do the people hold our magic within us?
I'm gonna need you to repeat that for me one more time, so I can process.
Raya,
I'm.
the people are the magic of Kumandra.
Yeah, I got to that point as soon as you.
Literally.
Yeah.
We don't interact with much of the world because we are so wild and free.
When he says like we're very wild, literally cuts to her almost slicing her future waifu, like with a sword. Yeah, a little bit.
That
Now
checks
that
out.
Raya, don't contain the magic. Let it flow. Like the wind flows from the tip of horn down to tail. Let it bubble forth like claw and heart. Let yourself have your magic.
Bob, why didn't you tell me that we weren't human?
We were never human. And like you said, a lot happened at 11.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
Being honest, kind of thought you figured it out. That's on me.
I
I-
want to let you know, but
I set my
intellectually,
expectations
I very
too
Oh!
high.
I know that.
Yes, I set my bar high, thinking
And
yes, you'd make the bar.
And I got
You kind of
that.
just kept the steady.
Honestly, while
Right.
you were gone, a lot of like me getting the map was just sheer dumb luck.
Raya, we're not humans, but we are humans. We're not monsters, but we are monsters. We are not anything. We are everything.
I see why you were slow on the uptake. He's confusing.
We are
Very cryptic.
Kumandra.
He's like,
We
"Oh,
are-
what do you expect?"
Yeah.
Magic.
We are the source of magic.
We are
So-
Fae. With Fae, you feel. And Raya, you see down below you a luck check coming.
What?
Raya, who's the person you think you'd be closest to in the party?
I don't want to give you more shit. I really don't.
Do whatever you think would actually work with your
Actually-
character.
As much as this person has kind of been an absolute asshole, she admires Meg the most.
I'm not an asshole.
I'm not
Anyway, right? What have I done to Raya?
General asshole.
Only to Flynn.
Asshole in a loving context.
You, good
Oh my
heavens,
gosh.
as you,
I mean, you were the second person that.
Raya,
Oh.
you
Yikes! You need to meet more people.
up here, right beside Meg. Meg, as you and Peter like right up, ooh, see the Hydra asleep. Right, you.
What the?
Right, your whole body hurts everywhere.
You almost just got trampled by a unicorn.
Scott looks at you, just. Is the unicorn? You flip off a unicorn?
You don't flip off such a majestic creature.
How could you flip off the majestic?
It's not looking very majestic right now. It's mostly green. Like really gross
Do
green.
you remember, like when I was trapped in my mind and I was running from things, and then like, cause like all the magic, and I was like, oh man, we're still really. I literally just told them to not, and then they didn't. And then
Scott like
Dad was there.
keeps looking from you to the Hydra and not like, dude.
Not right now.
Oh, I love
It's
Scott.
But and
That was a
like
lot. Oh my god.
Scott like looks at you,
so
Peter.
I'm Faye. I got a lot of magic.
Okay, I think the unicorn has a point. When we're not right
Personal
next to the
problems
Hydra.
later.
Personal
We have
problems.
a demon lord to kill.
Okay. Why are I killing them?
Because this unicorn seems terrifyingly intelligent, I'm gonna ask, are we sure it's Raya?
I
Gives like a very.
Your unicorn is terrifyingly
I
intelligent.
know, he's awesome. Go boy.
Scott, as boom, we zoom out, we cut right. Unfortunately, that was your turn. Just coming back from that.
That was great.
Dumbo and Rapunzel.
Alright,
I'm not ready for
Dumbo,
this.
you dive down. As you land, boom, with that thud, still so horrifyingly soft, and just boom. Rapunzel, you see Dumbo in front of you. Please give me all you got.
Absolutely.
I guess that goes
Everything is coming. Dumbo just lands and sort of as you like kind of move
That's what we roll
defensively
with first,
with your hair, he clocks it and he moves with it as well. So it will be a disadvantage go because you did take the dodge action.
You did.
However, with
Ooh, this is more fun.
with everything
I have
he's
been wanting
got,
to use this
um,
so
Not going
you
to
see his eyes, while glazed over, sort of burn with this holy light as he channeled divinities. And you are now. He has advantage against you now. For one
And
What
so
does
yes, now you
it-
have advantage. You have the
And
sneak
that's the
attack.
bonus.
It
Wait, just
cancels.
disadvantage.
It just
Okay,
it makes it a
wait,
flat roll.
roll
wait.
flat.
He gets 2 flat rolls.
So first attack is a 17 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, that
Once.
one misses. Second attack is a 21 to hit.
That
It's
is my
exactly,
AC. Dang
yeah.
it. But
And-
okay,
yeah.
so what happens with my hair? Please.
I've been waiting
Yeah,
to
save me.
Oh,
Yeah,
you got your hair.
I do got my hair.
+1 to your AC is a shield reaction.
What?
I'll give you. It's not a shield at all. It's a +1 AC of like. Please don't hit me.
Yes, I did.
Glances
no, it doesn't
off.
hit me.
Boom.
Yeah.
As again, watching Dumbo, shoot, 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 boom, boom, a flurry of blade just comes at you, like flipping one blade into the trunk to slash down, one blade back into the other hand. Rapunzel, you are dodging and weaving as one blade coming right at your head. You flip your hair-wrapped hand, boom, knock out away centimeters from your eye.
Does it break the blades?
It does not break the blade though. These are your Hermes daggers. These are the good daggers.
Oh.
Normal blade, maybe.
Interesting.
Possibly.
That's his turn.
That's Dumbo's turn.
Unless
Rapunzel?
you know, you can't just like leave.
Rapunzel, that is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna disengage, and I'm going to. So disengage is my action. I still have my hair wrapped around my arm, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go my full 65 feet, and then I'm gonna use Step of the Wind as my bonus, and I'm gonna go another 65.
15,
So
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60,
She's like,
65,
"Bye, I gotta go."
towards the area that we were
5,
aiming
10,
for.
15,
So
20,
hopefully
25, 30.
going towards the
You
default.
see them. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Oh shoot!
A giant stake of a tent.
Oh, that's a
Big.
It's bigger than me.
This thing rises high above. Boom! Giant wooden mass in this giant canvas tent.
Okay.
The canvas seems like extra thick.
Going to turn around so I am facing where I just ran from in case Dumbo comes up.
You still have a ton of movement too if you want to do it.
I have more?
Yeah.
I do? Oh, I'm gonna run up the rope. And I'm just gonna run up to the top of the tent. And I'm going to, can I yell?
That would be the rest of your movement.
Okay, can I yell, Dumbo's possessed?
Yell?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Not yet, not yet, not
You
yet!
did it! Yeah! Woo!
She did it, boys! She said it!
She did it, boy. She said it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, the camps are awakened. All of you hear, Dumbo is possessed.
So
No.
sorry.
And you hear,
Dang it, our colleagues.
I'm sorry.
They're the worst.
oh, you love to see it. We got boom, 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 boom,
Mina like that.
boom, boom,
Tell me it.
boom, boom, boom,
Sorry.
boom, boom,
Hey, at least I
boom,
didn't mess
boom,
up this
boom, boom.
It's usually me who
Boom.
messes up.
One demon has mustered in almost every camp.
One demon has mustered in it.
Just in that coming again, those that would be on guard or those that would be closest all walk out of the tent just in looking around. For example, Peter, Meg, everyone, you see these about 3 demons that you can kind of see through the fog walk out, clock you.
Oh,
Louis, you
we
see
can move
demons
faster than them.
just starting to come out, but they do not see you yet.
Good.
You are well and hidden. Demon comes, sees Merida, you and Andrew up in the air. Demon behind can look. This demon
Oh, I
looks
thought
to
they were
Dumbo.
underground. Question,
You guys
were
can't see
they-
much else.
Could I see?
Flynn looks around. There's a demon that just mustered
Could
behind
I
him.
see Merida and Andrew? Because I thought they were on the ground, so I was
They're in
trying
the
to tell
air.
them. Would I have seen them?
No, it's not
And
like.
I would not have yelled. No, I promise you. I was like, oh, there's Merida and Andrew. So I was.
But by
trying
the
to
time
yell
you
at them.
run up the rope, you see them in the air. Because again, once you get
fine.
up high on this thing,
That's
you would
fine.
have seen them. Is what I'm gonna say. It's not because again, it's
I
not like
accept that.
Come on, music. There we go. As this happens, Rapunzel, that is your turn. Things happen that you don't see.
Great.
Andrew looks at you, Merida, just like, subterfuge going. Should I go get a Hydra? Or do we attack?
Maybe let's wait a bit. Yeah.
Alright.
Let's just see how this plays out.
Alright, we'll see how it plays out. Sounds good. He's going to hold just some of his actions then for your turn. That makes... Oh, in the initiative, let's go ahead and reveal all these Hydras. We'll reveal some of the demonic soldiers.
Can we give them names?
Hydra 1, 2, 3, and 4 is their current names.
I was thinking like Philly.
The Hydras...
Cheesesteak.
Here's the thing. Hydras are not the same as the demons. So while you have yelled and it has triggered some of those demons, the Hydras may or may not wake up yet. This is going to be a roll for them.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Never mind.
As of right now, Hydras still sleep on.
Crunchwrap Supreme.
You don't get to name my Hydras. Louis, that
Baja
makes you. We're
Blast
going to
for
cut
one
back
that's
down to
green.
you, buddy. You are in the waters. Again, you hear this yell. You hear movement out of the tents. What would you like to do on your turn?
Each square is how many feet?
About 5 feet.
Raya absolutely.
Prismatic
for an
spray.
entire session.
Ooh.
Wait, did you say prismatic spray?
It's
just
the
like
best
a
way to
pocket.
clear
That's true.
before they get at me.
Prismatic spray. I hate that one. 8 multicolor rays of light from each hand. Each ray is a different color. Each creature in a 60-foot cone.
Yes. There's a reason.
Here's what I'll tell you. 3, 6, 9,
Just
10.
need a disco ball.
Um, Here's what I'll tell you. There's a camp to your left, camp to your right. Which camp do you want to hit?
No.
In a
It's-
cone.
It's 60 feet, isn't
Yeah,
it?
60 feet in a... Oh, and you can't... Don't go up, because that can then come back and hit you. In this spray, a 60-foot cone can go out, and with your range, you could hit all of this camp, or all of this camp in a cone.
Because the cone starts
But it
smaller.
can't hit both?
Unless
It-
you move
No,
up the
it's
ladder
because
some
they're
more.
like exactly kind of in between you.
Hey, August,
And
she
if you
moved
did a
up the
60-foot
river
cone,
some
you would
more.
have to like move either back and maybe hit like both camps a
It'd be
little.
better to
From
hit
where you are right
one.
now, you could turn to the left or the right and just
Just
full
open your
blast
mouth,
a
You
camp.
just got like the alligator eyes. Just
Where's the big bad?
The
BBG?
gator smile.
The BBG, from what you knew, and the adventure, it's still in front of you. So if
So
you
you
want,
could
you
use
could
your
use some
movement to
movement
go
and still
forward.
keep going forward.
I won't go forward.
So you could go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Using your movement, you're
That
starting to
BBG?
see, again, something just ran up. There's this giant tent in front of you. It's hard to tell again. The fog's really bad right now.
With 60 feet, could I hit that pretty well?
40, 50, 60. You good.
All right, let's do it.
Nice. You were hoping she was gonna waste it on the grunts.
I was.
You're trying to take advantage of a new player.
Was. Alrighty.
If he'd let me hit both of them, I probably would have.
Yeah.
If he,
That's the thing.
because he
It really-
didn't, I
each
was like,
creature in a 60-foot cone. The tent. Fun fact.
also,
will
I
give
love
you-
that I'm still barely in the water.
You're,
hidden.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
because again, this was the
Barely.
best stream, Merida. From that nat 20, this stream goes right up and in from what you needed. Louis, I'm going to kind of move you just so you can get a little bit of a better view. From where you're at right now, the opening of the tent is right here.
You're blasting
Like 20 feet.
You're blasting
Right,
10,
you're opening.
20, 30. Half, whatever's inside that tent is gonna get blasted. I'm actually gonna move away. You don't get to see what's in the tent yet. I'm going to see what's in the tent.
Nice.
You have to make dexterity saves.
Dexterity
For every
saving
creature.
throws.
Would they
So
be
it's gonna be-
surprised?
Yes,
And
because they're
therefore
not.
at disadvantage?
Oh, because even
Would
though
they be
they might not
surprised
be
and therefore at
totally,
disadvantage?
there's a bit of surprise coming in. I'm seeing
Because
what's
they
gonna.
can't see me.
Because again, it's like what comes through the tent. Interesting. Okay.
Each creature in a 60-foot cone must make a dexterity throw. For each target, roll a d8 to determine which color affects it. Do I roll the d8 or do you?
I will roll the d8.
I'm so excited. This one's so colorful, guys.
It's-
There's a different attack.
All
Wait,
subterfuge is gone.
yeah, read this.
Prismatic
I
spray.
love this spell I
For
have.
each
in this
creature.
warp. It's amazing.
Roll a
Sorry.
d8.
I love it so much.
E. You want me to roll d8?
Here's a tip. When you are inside a creature and trying to use this spell, no, not all the beams hit the one creature that you're inside, only one.
What are you immune to, sir?
You're talking to me?
No.
I didn't,
Talking to
I
a demon
didn't
lord.
feel so, but I just wanted to.
I'm immune to
Am I at advantage because I'm in the swamp?
know
So
what
go
I
ahead,
Man's
roll me.
I-
Okay, sorry, I had to get what was there. Go ahead, roll me the d8.
You know all
Okay.
and see all.
I will
but
tell you
get
this too.
all
Fun
the things
fact:
through.
did you know that tents are a construct that can't make dex saves
We don't
because
know
they
that.
don't
We don't
move?
know.
They're just cloth.
So everybody gets it?
August, who
Oh,
looks
the
like
tent's gonna ignite. So go ahead and roll me a d8 twice, because you're hitting one creature that can hit from like that range. Because again, unfortunately, the cone kind of shrinks a little from
5?
the- A 5.
Again, you could say
3.
that this is getting pretty intense.
So the creature will take ice damage. The tent will take lightning damage.
Yeah.
All right, is
You
the
only rolled
creature?
10
Oh, thank
D6s?
goodness. Do you want 10 d6s?
I have 3 d6s.
Oh, I got a lot more.
Give me the d6s.
Here we go. You
Do I need a
need
calculator?
1, 2, 3,
Spell
4,
has-
5, 6,
who has access to
7,
this type
8,
spell, by the way?
9, 10.
Like,
Here
what
are
was it?
10 d6s.
Yeah,
Can I
that's
use
what
3
we're
of
doing,
mine
that's all
and
I
give
know.
you?
Yes, and give me 3 back. Use some of yours. You gotta use some of your own dice. Isn't that like I want to use this?
No.
So go ahead. Yeah.
However, I am
Use the dice you would want. Dear Lord.
Murder.
I've got stuff planned. This is just a grievance to me.
Just a grievance, nothing more than.
I'm more just glad
Just a bunch of
it
flesh.
wasn't fire damage. That would have really screwed me over.
Yeah, what happened?
Man.
Good to know.
Thanks for telling me.
Well, I mean, fire to a 10 is like immediate. Lightning, it might catch. It's a lightning strike, right?
Okay, maybe just
On your range, 17.
17 points of damage.
Well, 10 d6, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Ow.
A creature inside roars in pain,
Thank
and
you.
you see
Studio audience.
running out. Let me.
Was there only one
can't
creature in
see.
there? Because every creature.
From what you could reach.
Because 60-foot cone.
Yes.
Okay.
Running out, boom, boom, boom. Pirate hat, gaping, bloody teeth. A pirate.
You mean his flint?
freaking flint.
As again, ripping icicles and frost off of his body. It did have, he has resistance, you can tell. Like, it really didn't permeate, but it still hurts. Like, especially when you're not expecting it. Because he had to make a con save and failed. I'm giving them that disadvantage due to, like, it's enough of a surprise. The tent, fun fact, is going to take lightning damage.
E.
Lucky to just see if...
Do I roll again?
No, this is just me to see if your lightning that hit the tent will ignite it. If it does, it just ignites. Like, there's
there's
not
no
much you can do.
damage.
Yeah, it just...
It's not a creature.
Fire.
Fire!
It does
Fire!
not catch fire.
What? You're the one on
Is there a
top, but
hole that says
fire.
I'm in?
Oh, it is starting to make multiple holes through it. Like, it burns through again, but it doesn't, like, ignite. It's so
Can
hot,
I
it just burns
see
those.
in it,
Mr.
though?
Worldwide.
Not from where you are, unfortunately. It is that rough, like, still with the fog and the fire. You see this creature come out, like, start looking around. Louis, this is going to be possibly very bad for you.
I'm not surprised.
Go ahead and make me a stealth check there, Louis.
I'm really sorry.
With advantage, because.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a sec.
It's your home
Not
turf.
much I can do at the moment about it.
I
This demon's just a minor inconvenience between me and my prey, apparently.
That's true, that's true.
Gots to get him.
+5. Okay. 24.
You are hidden. Ah! Louis, you boom, boom, boom. This demon runs out, starts
And then
looking
you
around.
just do that slow
He sees like
crocodile
again,
sink.
yeah,
The
sinking back underneath. As again, he sees
Oh,
the
she
demons
knows.
mustering around him. Flint does not see you.
Why did I
Okay.
name
No, you
him
did
as
it.
a borrowed
Sugar
girl
honey
in
iced
August?
You?
Why did I make him a Baragura?
Oh, he's not a Baragura anymore.
Oh, I know. but I hate this.
You hear something though
Oh!
rumble.
I didn't roll all the dice.
That's why I was like, a 17?
Yeah, can I roll their other 3?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I was like, a 17
Shit, I
with
forgot.
26? I'm like, that's a terrible.
Oh, yeah, what's-
17 with only.
What's 14 plus 17?
31.
Okay,
Thank
you.
Much better.
Thank you. I forgot to roll my 3. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. I'm awake.
Wait, you said it's supposed to be 10d6?
Yeah, and I only rolled
Like
7.
7.
Oh, I thought you were saying that you did 3 and
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
six
thought
and
so
like
too. I was like,
six
that was
and
lame. That was
more.
weak sauce.
Yeah, I was
Number
like,
4.
wow. Like, because I've had that before. With the
A lot of
Avatar
ones.
campaign where I roll a ton of ones
Okay,
for
I'm awake.
something.
I'm sorry. Thank you
You're
for
good,
being
you're
patient
good.
with me. Okay.
You're good. Louis, you hear a voice rumble from inside the tent. They are here.
Yeah, we all baby.
You hear something rise. The tent
Does
rumbles.
the I was gonna say, does the ground shake?
Ground shakes. The water around you just trembles from something big.
And angry.
Oh, it's angry.
He's
Um,
an angry elf.
angry elf. Boy howdy is he angry.
Technically, kids, that is a Disney property.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
going to be.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's
Play Buddy
Fox.
the
it's
Elf.
Fox, and Disney owns Fox.
Oh no!
Someone who
Next
plays Buddy the
character.
Elf.
How
the elf with the baby
he's
dog.
fast. Good lord.
I know.
Why are my bad guys fast? I never really think about that until it happens.
You always make them fast, August. You always make them terrifying. You're really good at that. I appreciate it, but sometimes I don't.
Can we get a slow one next time? Can we
Um,
just, I want to battle the
something
sloths
is
from Zootopia.
Yeah. No, actually, Flash is
walking
actually
towards
fast.
the entrance of
In a
the
car?
tent.
Is it exiting the entrance?
Not yet. It doesn't make it to the entrance just
Yes,
because
they
again
wanted
it's
to
probably
make
just
things
using its
slow.
movement right now.
Now it's confirmed by the creators of the movie.
Meridine, that is you there.
Okay,
You're up, sister.
Well, I see. Do I see this lad over here that just come out of the
Yeah, this guy is just exited again, kind of in that firelight. This giant alien-esque pirate.
Okay. So this guy looks bad, obviously.
Oh, he looks
so
bad.
I'm not gonna pull any punches, and
Get it, sister.
yeah, I'm gonna. I have that held action,
Yes, you do.
right? Okay, so I'm gonna
Arrow out.
arrow out.
Hey, fun fact: you have an arrow of demon slaying.
Let's
She has two.
slaying out. Actually,
You,
It's a trap.
I'm not gonna use it the first time. No.
yeah.
I'll just
Just
do-
I want to make sure so you
'Cause
remember. It's like you do have
yeah,
two of them
I
right
have two
now.
of those.
They're
So
helpful to
they
have.
will be used.
They will be.
And they will.
Mind you, maybe just not the very first
And they
attack I make, just in case. So I have my held action, and I have my action, and I have my bonus action, right?
Oh, excuse me. It is officially your turn, so the held action has just like melded into your turn.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot if this was.
It's just the action and the bonus.
Yeah, it's because on your official turn, it's now like, okay, I can see, oh, there's someone there. Because like held action, it would have had to have gotten much closer, unfortunately.
And
But you do have your two bow attacks currently.
That's just Louis with the crocodile.
I do. What's it called? Not a trace. Is that part of an action?
Oh, pass without a trace? Actually, let me quickly check for
I
you.
think it's an action.
It is oh yes, action. So it would be that instead of attacking.
Okay.
Um,
Well, he doesn't see me, correct? Okay. So, what I'm going to do is attack and then hide.
I love it.
Smart girl.
Go for it. Please give me an attack roll. Again, you get two bow attacks, so you can do your arrow twice. You have a plus 12 currently, because you're a very high level now.
Wait, a plus 12 to...
Hit to hit. So roll the d20 just like to hit with your arrows.
Okay.
And you can roll one time, because again, right now you could start just like one of your magical arrows, and then if you want, you could swap in
Okay,
for
I
like,
have, do I have the flame I do have 3 fire arrows.
You do have 3 fire
so
arrows.
I'm gonna use one of those
Alrighty.
fire arrows. So now I have 2.
Perfect.
That's right. You guys like stole a bunch of arrows, right?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Double
Go ahead.
those For me, so.
Yeah, use your first attack then.
Okay.
With
so
a
wait,
fire
it's the
arrow.
plus 12.
Plus 12 to hit, and then after a hit, you'll be doing like a D8 plus a D6 plus your dex.
Okay.
Yeah.
17 plus 12. Which
Oh
would
my
be
gosh.
29.
Yes.
Yeah,
29 definitely hits. Please roll. Yes, D8 plus
The
D6.
total is yes. It hits.
Merida,
Plus D6.
you are fighting something bigger than you.
Which means.
Oh, it's
Which
never
means,
given.
you know that great thing you got with that giant slaying ability?
Yeah.
You get a +1 to +1 bonus to your attack and damage rolls.
Okay.
No, that's not right. That's the weapon, not the ability.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just gotta lay on the bed.
You've been trained to fight creatures. Oh, good lord.
Gotcha.
You have advantage. Oh, please roll your attack again. You might crit.
Alright.
You've already hit.
So-
You get advantage against creatures that are large, 2 sizes larger than you. This thing is huge.
That was an actual 2, so I think.
Oh, please take the other one.
Yeah, let's take that.
You get an AC bonus, and your critical threat range against giants increases by 1. So if you roll a 19 or a 20 against giants, it's a critical.
Ah,
That's what's important. Sorry, I had to remember
Okay.
that for you.
Do you not get text on there?
so I'm.
Oh, and people are
rolling
messaging me. Sorry, I'm making
damage,
sure.
which is kind of rubbish. Okay.
Don't go down my face I feel very uncomfortable with Taco right now.
I'm very
Agree.
uncomfortable with the energy.
A 10.
Made it in studio today.
Still 10 damage.
I'm very
And this is fire damage as well, coming in from that bow. You see again, phew, the fire kind of starts to dissipate again, but still sears in as this creature phew, takes the arrow into the shoulder, whips around, starts looking for you.
My last without a trace.
No, because that would have been the action.
Would it?
So
Oh wait.
yeah, because attacking, it's
Then-
either attacking or pass without trace.
Wait. So my bonus action would be to hide with
Yes.
Angus.
So what I'm gonna say is you could make another attack because you have 2 attacks before you try to do your hide.
I'm gonna do that then.
Yeah. that's-
Nice DM.
I'm
Um,
gonna attack then.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I won't be mean
No,
to
don't.
newer players
I
trying to like.
appreciate.
I will try to
really
help.
appreciate you let me add the other
yeah.
3 dice.
But yeah, make
No,
it like.
but
And what
people
kind of
like
arrow would you like to use?
Megan.
Because you got your magic, you got those fire, or you got the demon slip.
Let's do a normal
I
arrow.
know.
I'm gonna try and
He's
space
going to be
without a little
cool.
bit.
Gotcha.
Hey, I'm gonna completely do something.
That's
But
a
I think it's
19, so
legal.
that crits, doesn't it?
That crits. Go ahead and double your dice there. So that's gonna be 2d8 now.
2d6.
Yeah.
Okay, does someone have an extra d8? and
Yes,
a
I
d6?
do.
If anyone want, yeah, I'll
So
hand on
Everybody,
in.
like,
Just 1d6.
1d6.
Oh, D6.
Yeah.
I said D8.
Oh, I have a. I need a
Oh,
d8
you
and a
need-
d6.
Okay.
Here you go.
Yes.
Fire.
Look at all those dice.
everyone
Secret
went like all at
combinations?
once. We're all like,
Not me.
Not even once.
Not even once.
That is 15.
There's
points of
more to
damage.
come. Whoever just got a message. I
Uh.
would never,
Oh,
ever, ever, ever.
So,
ever.
yeah.
Patches in there.
Critical
So
hits.
into the
And again,
ice
fun
and
fact.
out
Yeah,
beans.
Merida, make sure any of these large creatures, if it's larger than you, taking it more than once, make sure
He's not
you
gonna tell me.
roll with advantage because that giant
So
slayer
many
feat is
spells.
that just comes naturally with you is really nice.
What?
Love that. Love to see it.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and roll that damage now. Let's see
Well, that
how.
was what? Was the roll?
Oh,
You looking at me?
oh no.
I'm not a
You got
child.
ideas to make or to buy?
I'll just roll again.
You can
I don't
just roll
remember.
again, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't remember
Go for it.
because I said it out loud and then I just.
I'm so sorry. I didn't
I just need a d8 and a d6.
perceive the
That's-
name.
Those are my player
Well,
characters
that's
as a DM, so
No,
you're
no,
welcome.
Damn it.
Okay. That was good. Okay.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Ooh, I have to find the right chainsaw.
18 damage. Again, one of these,
Chaotic.
not the flame, but still, you know, this big old quiver magic guy. You're just like, all right, let's knock it. Phew. This arrow hits in uncannily right into where that like flaming arrow hit, just digging also into the wood. Phew. This creature roars in pain, takes the arrows, rips out, like sees you, just like, You'll die.
I have that hide action.
Go ahead and make a hide. It's going to
Alright,
be
let's
based off of
hide.
his currently his passive perception because he's until his turn he can't actively look for
Did
it.
you take like rogue
Wait, so do I
or
roll for
like a
that?
feed or?
No, it's just some revised rangers, bro.
Dang.
Revised rangers are dope as heck.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yes, go ahead and make your hide.
Do I have to roll a skill?
Yeah, so it's going to be your stealth versus the DC set kind of by his passive perception.
That is a 21.
Oh my gosh. Angus takes up just into the foggy night sky, night sky. As Flint looks around, you're gone. Well done. Merida, with that being your turn, we then move over. Meg. Hydras are still asleep, but these demons have just mustered around you.
Do we know how far away from the big scary demon we are?
You're hearing noises. You could assume maybe like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Wait. Oh, good. I love these grid lines. This makes it so much easier. 100 feet away.
Interesting. That's within Crown of Stars range.
You have Crown of Stars too?
Let's
go,
go!
it.
Let's go! Because part of me wanted to take out these guys before they could wake up the rest of the camp, but if Scott's gonna be
Scott's already lighting up as
Anyway,
Crown Stars won't add more like range of light anyway, so yeah.
That's awesome.
yeah, I'm gonna Crown of Stars the Demon Lord.
Boom.
Go
You
ahead.
Crown of Stars.
That's
So,
dope.
What if I
action cast a bonus action to make an attack. That's just gonna be. I roll an attack with my spellcasting, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Hope I roll well.
Why does he not have good?
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Yes!
Seriously?
Yes!
So I get 40-12 doubled, and I get to add my not my proficiency. I get to add my charisma modifier because I'm a celestial warlock, and it does radiant damage.
Here is 8d12.
Oh, I already had 4 ready to go.
All right.
Oh.
Don't take my
I can
dice.
take 4 of yours.
You know they're not good enough for you. I get it.
Okay, so nobody talk till I'm done doing math.
Alright.
Meg's doing maths.
Meg's maths.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
So that's
Good lord.
Oh, you want that? Back? Sorry.
Oh, this is definitely gonna reveal some stuff as these stars whiz through the night sky. This is easy.
57 points of radiant damage.
What?
Ripping through. 57 radiant damage.
Hey, Megan, you
To a
can throw
demon.
it out there as a bonus action
And
if
it's
you want.
all doubled again, right? Because it's radiant?
114. As
This spell is
Flint,
the best thing ever.
what the fuck? Boom! As eats this entire spell right into the teeth, ripping and burning through the back of his head.
She just killed this.
Oh, he looks so
Well, I haven't
hurt.
killed him yet.
Because you
But
do
it did
see
a lot of damage.
flesh immediately, while bubbling and roiling from this like radiant damage, starts reforming in the back of this creature's head.
Why?
As Fletch just he clocks you, Meg. Oh, he's taking a legendary action.
Uh-oh.
Sees this, you see he looks around, he turns to something behind you and just summon the army!
Oh,
As he looks at you, Meg, boom! He moves blinding speed. Boom, 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 boom! Tearing through, crunching this Hydra's neck underneath. The Hydra's gonna wake up as he just barrels through to
Oh
attack you.
My gosh.
Hey, make that with disadvantage for me.
Oh,
yes!
Paladin.
Here's what we're gonna
That's
do.
okay.
Hey, and
Wait,
by the way,
Megan.
Rapier attacks at
bonus action on it.
disadvantage.
No, I did my bonus action.
Oh,
The
no.
first one's gonna hit. Second one's gonna hit as even on the disadvantage. Meg, you take a grand total
Yeah, this is the fun
of 25 points of damage. Some of this is poison.
Hey, August, can I actually have you do bend luck for me real quick? So I can change a little bit of that?
What if I can know you don't? You want to bend luck? You want a wild magic? Let's go!
Fine.
Alright, one of the rolls was
So-
pretty bad. So I would say take the higher of the two, which would have, because, one was bad, but it's like take the higher to get it still below. Like, well, I guess it doesn't matter if it's disadvantage, so.
Roll a d4. Okay, that's 2. I'd like you to take 2 points off of your highest roll. What did I do?
Does it not hit?
Doesn't.
Oh, Eleanor.
I've been sitting
Meg,
on
you have
this
yet to take any damage now. As bending luck as the sword, what was going to come straight down across your arm, flicks into the dirt. As I just.
No! Just thank you very much. Nope. I just thought that he would miss and he didn't.
But the bend luck though, I think will do some stuff.
No, actually, it doesn't
Is it?
trigger. If I do any
Right.
slots above first, then it does.
That's
Bend
what will
luck
start
is
triggering.
just a
Had to make sure. Thank you so much for
But I
reminding
do lose
me.
2 sorcery points.
Yes, that's a big thing. Jeez Louise. Alright. Alright.
Hee-haw.
Oh, good. We're cutting across the battlefield.
Hee-haw.
Hee-haw, mother...
Hoggy.
Hi,
Hoggy.
Mamacita. Oh, I'm afraid about Dumbo.
Something is
Yeah, so am
moving
I.
Yeah.
inside the tent as well. You hear, not to worry. My agent will make quick work. Stepping outside of the tent.
Who is that?
Oh my god!
Oh!
What
A
is
large
it? It's
alien-
coming down to!
Who?
A
It's
large
coming down to-
alien creature
Lilo and Stitch?
with a dorsal-like fin,
I
giant
knew it
more
wasn't before Lilo and
bulbous.
Stitch, I just couldn't remember his name. We
Oh,
had
that
that whole
bitch.
conversation.
Oh, that
August, you know
Oh,
what's
that
really
is.
funny? Is I made my backup character for Phoebus and it's Stitch.
I know, I
And
love
I
it.
was, if
Uh,
Esmeralda dies, I want to play the
No, he's
Here we
girl
go.
version of
Mom!
Stitch, the pink
Oh,
one.
yeah.
It is
I
his
forgot what her
turn,
name is.
though.
I think it'd be so cute.
Let's see,
Why not
who
he
can
was
he
good
see?
guy?
He can see pretty well. Papa, he can't see
Oh, that
Merida,
bitch.
you're hidden. He can't see, I guess, yeah, Flint, this group down here. See this? Raya, you did just bend luck. That's probably going to attract the attention more.
Yeah.
Because that's something physical to like, nope.
You do not?
Raya, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh,
For what? Is this against being charmed?
is
Nope.
Raya's within range. Get a +3 on all saving throws.
August is so pissed.
Oh, no. No.
Wisdom
I'm
saving throw?
annoyed. I've got a ton of stuff here. You guys
We're
just found
fighting
my
2
arm.
demon lords.
It's cocked.
Or
I
3.
think it's 3.
I really hope so.
Because
Is that
Jade
guy a
Rex is
demon
supposed
lord?
to be
Or
Flint.
plus
Right?
3?
Yeah.
What
So
you
we
got?
got,
Flint?
we got,
Or
I'm
Ganku?
assuming
A 19
the
does
Dandy
fail,
Gorgon.
unfortunately, even with those buffs.
Sorry.
Here we go.
Who else?
And then
The
you,
target-
Rex, who I think is,
Yes, we've got 3 demon lords here.
Here we go.
King Louie, the big orangutan dude.
No, it, seriously, is
okay.
this charming?
No,
So
it is not a charm. This isn't a charming thing, because that may or may not have already been used.
Oh yeah.
Except for not you, because you're a little bit stymied.
You
Yeah.
are
He knew that you were a
completely
tank and he tried
stunned.
to put you out of it.
This isn't a lasting effect, you can tell, but it's like you catch this creature's eye as you hear in your mind's eye that like,
Or this would have done it.
and your body stops and just
My
that
spell
freeze of
would've
like,
done it, but I
ah,
can't cast it.
as this thing magically stuns you.
I am just being the most a-holy people in my head. I'm like, you told me to run, and yet
At the end of its turn, Flint's gonna make another legendary action. Meg, that's a hit. Good lord.
You still making those a disadvantage?
Oh, I am, but like he already crit on one, and the other is a definite hit. So you don't get the crit.
That's good.
Whew. Yeah. Well, that one is still 25 points of damage. Some of that is poison, as this thing poof, stabs his rapier through your arm, and you see corrosive gunk in your wound, as he just like.
Wait, how about a level 5 Hellish Rebuke?
All right.
Yes.
Too bad it's not a radiant rebuke.
I know, right?
I mean, a sorcerer could do that.
So
Radiant
he
rebukes
makes
are nice,
a
yeah.
dex save.
He does make a dex save.
Against
Come
the
on, my dex.
19
Disadvantage,
DC.
right?
Oh,
What you up to, man?
he succeeds on a 30.
Okay,
Is
so
that
that's
a-
half
a-
damage.
He's good. Yes, half
30?
damage.
Look at my
Yes.
shiny kid.
I get
That's a Dumbo-sized roll.
How many d6?
I
Or
get
D8?
8 d10.
Damn.
Yes.
Dumbo doesn't get his crazy
So
roll.
I've
Oh,
got
and
2
see,
here already.
My favorite part about a Bejeweled
Here we go,
is
6
you
more?
credit it, and then your mind just goes nuts.
Wait, no, I
and
only
you're
have
like,
one.
How do I
Here's 7.
Thank you.
how? And then you remember.
Oh yeah, I guess
there
I
it
leveled
is.
up because I was like, there's no way.
There's no way.
Because you know, you start
And yet,
Bejeweled
there
you're
is a way.
like, "That's not amazing." And then you do it for a while and you're like,
The magical
Record,
way.
Sam is sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You tried to help me.
I tried.
I appreciate the thought.
Yeah.
I've been waiting
Put tiger
since you
lilies
left.
on my grave.
Hey, yeah, Dumbo, you want to make me just a quick insight here?
Really?
Oh, it's
sure.
his turn?
No, just because I want you to. Dumbo's gonna be thinking. I bet, you know.
oh,
33.
Dumbo, did you ever really do any of the things you thought you were going to?
What?
Or did you just stand there looking into his eyes until you turned around and went back to the party? Did you really go and investigate the camp? Or did you go to the camp and inform them you were on your way?
42, halved to whatever.
42 half to 21. That will half again, though.
Dumbo is
unfortunately.
honestly the worst character for the DM to steal from the party.
Yeah.
As this thing, you deal fire damage. Again, he's looking hurt already from that radiance and fire blasting into his head.
Here we go.
Flint, though, just, you're gonna die, little girl.
Oh, better have tried.
Peter, that is your turn, my man.
Peter!
Second, I'm finding my d8s.
Pete,
Divine
Pete,
Smite!
Pete, Pete.
Alrighty.
Hey,
Peter's gonna like rear Scott up, roll around, and as Scott comes down, boom!
go for it.
wake me up.
Wake me up inside, can't wake up.
So, that is a 12 to hit, but I'm going to channel divinity.
Hey!
Devin.
12 would not have helped you there, my guy.
That's like
So
an
that's a
advantage
22 to hit, I think.
Yeah.
It's the Vin.
A 22 hits exactly.
With a level 4 divine smite.
Which
So
means
dead.
you can go beyond the max with that anti-fiend divine smite.
Oh.
So your max is
good,
68
good.
against the fiend.
And my sword has a built-in smite, so I get an extra 2d10.
Dude, what?
And improved smite, so
What?
there's another
Automatic
d8.
So how many D8 are we talking?
7?
Do you need more?
Yes.
7d8 plus 2d10 plus the d8 for the longsword.
I'm actually,
Do you need a
at the
D8?
end of this round, we're stopping. This is actually one of the combats I knew we were going to like have to be like,
It's her child's
Yeah.
bedtime.
no, yeah,
What do you need?
I'm like, at 10:30, I already knew this fight.
Okay.
We will be stopping at the end of this round of combat. Just because there's one last thing from like a couple
No,
people.
no, we only gotta do one.
There's only been 2 rounds combat so far, you're right.
I did
No, there's
not
only
realize it
one.
was already
This is the
that
second.
late.
This is the
Oh,
second
you're
round
right.
officially.
But 3 is
The
such
first
a
round, half the
number.
first round was like all of you starting to slowly
Yeah.
sneak in, and then, oh no!
I'm sorry.
We really have to stop after this round of combat.
Radiance, eh?
So much radiance. He's so dead.
Where's my...
Please kill this.
Mother trucker.
One shot's Flint.
I want to see you try.
Awesome.
I've really put a lot of work into Flint. Please
Actually,
don't one-shot
I'm
Flint.
surprised it's not already
Why
bloodied
must we
after all
stop
the
in the
radiant
middle?
damage he took.
Because there's too
Monkey
much.
in
We can't go too
Bayou.
late. I want to make sure that you guys, and you guys are already doing a lot. Trust me, as more and more people show up too, it's gonna.
So that's 46 radiant damage.
That is going to double to 92.
Yes.
92 radiant damage as boom! Flint already looks bloody.
Hey, guess what? Second attack.
Yes.
Go for it.
You could do.
You can't smite on this one, but there's always still that improvement.
Guys, he's already taken 114
And my
he's
sword's
another
built-in
90
smite.
something. That is already over.
Your sword
200
has the
points
built-in
of
smite.
damage.
Yeah, Rhydon is this amazing sword from
That's
Aslan.
one
Oh,
why
damage.
can't he smite again?
Yeah.
It's
bonus
any,
action.
Yeah,
any
bonus.
weapon.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's my and divine smite
You're right.
triggers. Divine smite triggers any melee weapon attack
Yep.
you hit.
23.
Hits.
Sneak attack is once per turn.
Riot and Meg.
Babe, I'm gonna need that dice back.
Oh, here you go, sir.
Lion erupts out, and with the sword, claw coming down, boom, ripping shoulder to hip, gaping 10-inch wound across this thing's necrotically cursed flesh. How much damage you doing on this one, Peter? 'Cause he looking bad. He didn't know you were paladin, and now he does.
82 points.
Doubled?
That is with it doubled.
Good. Doubled. Yeah.
Very worried.
Oh, poor August.
I mean,
82 damage
Right on
as
Ryan's back.
boom, so bloody. Flint immediately goes from like all right to 1 crown of stars, 2 giant attacks. Blood is like coursing in his throat.
Taken 300 points
He
of
sees you, and Peter looking at you. Fuck this! Legendary action, and your turn, he teleports away.
Did he cast a spell? Technically?
Coward!
Oh, but I already used my reaction this round.
You did. I'm like,
Oh.
ah! It's technically a spell, but please don't.
But I already used my reaction.
You
Dang,
did
I should've
already-
saved it.
Flint, boom, is gone.
Where did he go?
You guys can't see him, especially in this fog.
eat
It's not
you
the
back.
move.
What?
What moved?
No, that was Dumbo.
That was
That was
great turn.
Dumbo who saw it.
Dumbo saws and Dumbo knows nothing.
Yeah, well, Dumbo can't do
In like
anything
half
about
a
it.
second, he goes from ha ha ha, you will die to fuck this.
Yeah. Oh gosh, he's so bad after what? Not even a full round.
It's been less than 6 seconds, and he's like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Stepping into wait.
He's like, that
5,
was
10,
a
15, 20,
mistake.
25, 30.
Oh wait, he took
Stepping
damage.
out besides
Oh my gosh,
Gontu,
guys, he's at
you
about
see
320
dark
points
mop of
taken.
hair, glowing orbs of bottled light. Varian steps out of the tent.
Oh, that
Just-
bitch.
So many people here.
Perfect. Varian.
Who is this?
This is
From the
Varian.
Tangled TV show.
Yeah.
Goo?
It's
I thought it was Goob.
I don't know who that
Varian appears.
I wish it were
He sees
Who dis?
Meg. Everyone. Excuse me. No, he. Excuse me. No, he can't see Rapunzel yet.
Yay!
But Meg, he can see you. He knows you. Please make me. Oh, well, first he has to roll the hit on what this thing he's doing.
Honestly, like now that we're going like 30
Oh, that's a
seconds,
critical, baby.
It's like
All right.
Dude,
On a successful, it does one of the
I
following.
know.
you know.
Meg,
do so
please
stealthy.
go ahead.
Prismatic
If
Fright
my
knows
Wait.
wallet on me, I would get
Peter
it.
and Raya,
What?
all 3 of you make me
What?
dexterity saving throws.
Hey, you
Is
guys
this
get
an
plus
area
3.
effect?
Yeah, something that's just.
Then
Oh,
you
wait,
get
no!
evasion.
And you get the +3.
I don't have an evasion more. I'm level 3, right?
That's a
What
16.
level monk are you?
No, you don't have evasion yet.
Oh,
I don't have
no.
evasion anymore.
What'd you get?
16?
Okay.
22.
What'd you get?
Did you add the plus 3 from my
Yeah,
aura?
Raya fails. You 2 succeed. Meg, you succeed exactly
Oh, that was
Nice.
worrying.
as.
Hey, can I
A
spend 2 more
lot
sorcery
of
points
fire
to build
damage.
a lock on?
But unfortunately, oh wait, no. With the save, you don't. Raya, you are on fire.
Oh!
is on fire! Thank you.
Raya, you take a full 15 points of damage
Can I try and like rock myself to fall face first into the water, please?
on your turn.
No!
Peter, you take a halved 7.
Okay.
Meg, you take a halved 7. You are not on fire. This fire, as it catches you, poof, hits, falls to the ground, glows green,
Great,
and
Greek fire.
burns
Here.
even.
So 7's it already halved.
No, it halved from 15 to 7 for you.
Sweet.
Yes. As Varian, you see, takes the staff, phew, flicks it as the bottle ignites over you all, falling. Scott! Scott! Oh.
Does Scott also get plus 3 from the aura?
No.
Yeah, he should.
Well, like he does, but it's not gonna help.
Scott, my boy!
Not, no.
Scott. Scott, who acts on your turn, takes a full 15. He is ignited in Greek fire.
Ah!
Good.
Scott's not looking great.
This horse is on fire.
That was Varian's first attack. F him. Meg, he's attacking you again.
Okay, that's fair.
Who is this?
Oh, that hits.
My
Does
reflex.
he have to be close?
Dex saves again from all three of you.
Does he have to be close to them to be attacking like this?
This is a ranged attack. He's using
Ooh,
his
yeah,
staff
nope.
and flinging some of these things he has.
22 again.
It saves.
10.
All fails. Hits exactly. You will take full as. Woo, woo. Good lord, that is Meg. You take 16 points of damage. You are ignited. Peter, you take 8. You are not ignited. Raya, you are on fire. You take an additional 8 plus 5 for 13 damage already
so the first
being
one
ignited.
Is 15, this one's 13?
This, yeah, so Raya, you are now at 47 hit points. Again,
Yeah,
as
so this
already
one's- I am
being
on fire.
on fire, this does more damage to you. This Greek fire, as very you see,
You're alive.
die, witch! Boom! Flings another vial, cracking
What the
against you,
shit?
Meg, burning through. Meg, you are on flame. Fire. I'm just adding these tags to you real quick so I remember these things because we will be adding this in a. We will be stopping in a second. As Varian cackles in delight.
Shut
Boom,
up, you little
boom.
bitch!
That makes the demonic soldiers. Let's see
Move is
who
better.
musters.
Remember, kids, every time you hear a bad word, just think of Mickey laughing. You know?
All right.
I have power word
Boom.
kill, and I'm gonna
Boom.
drop him like a bitch.
Boom.
I'm gonna drop him like a bitch.
Boom. Boom.
Hey, Lonnie,
Boom.
Yes?
Boom.
I'm gonna be cutting Varian's head off.
Boom.
I'm trying
Boom.
not to freak out about
Boom.
that because at this
Boom.
point I'm like, August
Boom.
is specifically making this as horrible as possible
Some character
so that
from
he
the
cannot be.
You want to know a
reasonable.
fun fact, gang? You found my enemy's camp.
Yep.
You found their base of operations. And you know what they've got at their base of operations?
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
That
What
means...
does that mean?
That means everyone's here.
Hey, hey, hey,
Better
hey.
or worse,
Shit.
everything is
How
here.
do we fix Dumbo?
Like everyone's like,
Gotta
we
find
just
him.
need to fix the
Wait,
whole
um,
night.
I have a
d-
idea.
Saturday
I do
camp.
have
5,
an
10,
idea.
15,
I just
20,
don't know.
25,
Did
30.
Lilith
5, 10,
have
15,
dragon
20,
orb on her?
25,
She
30.
did not.
I don't know why that shrubbery
Hang on.
moves. 1 second.
Charm, possession,
5,
skill,
10,
and
15, 20, 25,
Oh,
30.
please tell me
That
there's
makes
not
1, 2,
just
3,
like the
4, 5,
real
6.
monkeys. Oh.
That makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
Also,
points of damage.
If you guys didn't find the dragon orb on Lilith, guess where the dragon orb is?
Here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
That
I need
makes
to get that. I
da-pa-pum.
cannot let that get out of my sight.
Meg, that's hits on you from the demons. Peter,
We'll
Is
try
that,
to
are you still
survive,
rolling
and then
disadvantage on her attacks?
Yeah, well,
yes.
everyone's
Oh,
here.
wait, no, not for Meg's first. It still hits.
Yeah.
Peter
Yeah.
hits. Raya
Everyone's
hits.
Hey,
We'll be
I'm-
ending soon. You're totally fine.
Raya gets disadvantage too.
Raya gets disadvantage too.
Be double checking with all this.
Ooh. Raya misses. Meg and Peter, you are both going to take 10, 20, 30, 40, 45
That would have down
points as all of these demons rip
Ow.
into you, taking
Or
45.
vampire.
Meg, you are at 66. Peter, you are at 104. As all these demons start raking at you with claw, sword, spike, whatever they got.
I
Raya?
have 66.
It is your turn as Raya.
I'll wait till after.
Because after Raya's turn is where we end. Raya, what do you do on your turn? All these demons are around you.
Okay, first off, I'm kind of pissed that they hurt my friend.
I'm kind of pissed.
I'm a little bit pissed.
Kind of a little pissy.
A little irked.
Feeling pissy, you know?
But I can choose who stays.
Yes, you can.
Guess what I'm doing? I would love. Well, actually, no. Am I no longer paralyzed because I got hit with multiple things?
Oh my gosh! Thank you for
I
reminding me.
didn't
You're
mean to
still
completely
stunned.
nerf that. That means I
The
can't do
stunned is
anything.
something like it's an action for someone to help unstun you using either magic or other effects. Yeah, I am so sorry. Thank you for reminding me though. I'm being honest.
Oh, that's dumb.
I didn't want to be honest.
Didn't mean to be honest.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
I am so sorry, Raya. At the end of your
Can't do
turn,
anything.
you see.
Here he is. Here he goes.
Here's King Louie.
be like you.
Stepping out, giant orangutan, crushing this entire torch under one foot. You see, raises the arm. Attack my children. As poison drips from his fur, all around the camp you hear squalling and screaming.
Nasty.
That's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Oh shit.
Thank you all so much for playing. Thank you all for watching. We will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
So the enemy's 20 feet away